Okay, once.
I think we're live, yeah? Let's see if there is anyone watching. Uh,
Oh, okay, we're live. Nice.
yeah, that's great. Let me see how it looks.
I'm gonna.
Um, Hi everyone, hi all the Milanisti, and hopefully we're gonna win today. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah,
team.
we're
Live.
live, man. Yep.
All right. Awesome. Uh,
Oh, what do you think, Roy? What is the lineup today?
the lineup. I actually have the lineup right here. I'm going to share it.
Hmm.
Um, it's I think a pretty good lineup if you ask me. I'm not too. I mean, it looks good on paper. So I put it down here on the tactical board.
Yeah, let's see.
So we
Mandzukic
have
for it.
Donnarumma goalkeeper.
Yeah,
All right, we got Mandzukic playing the center forward. I think this is the first time he starts in the Serie A. He
with
did
AC Milan.
start
Yeah,
in Europe, right? First time with AC Milan. Then we have Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu looks like he's already limping. The players are walking in the pitch. Uh, Çalhanoğlu is going to be the number 10. Salamakers is going to be the right player on the right. Your right wing. Rebic,
yeah.
left wing. The defense is looks really solid. Defense in midfield looks really solid. I mean, this is Milan's first starting team, pretty much. Aside Ibra, this is the starting 11. I mean, given Romagnoli and Tonali. What do you say
Yeah,
about
yeah, of
this
course.
formation?
Uh, I don't know about Mandzukic. I don't know how fit is the player, and I don't know how he's gonna, work with the other teammates. He's never played a lot with AC Milan, so I don't know the mechanism and everything. And I'm not sure about, to be fair, Çalhanoğlu. I mean, Chala has been really poor recently, so I'm not sure about him. Hopefully, he's going to perform today. It's such an important game. We are not allowed to lose. We need to
No,
draw at least.
no, no, no. Absolutely. These are going. This is a very, very important game today. I mean, right now we really do have all finals. I mean, now this is really finals. Like a slip up here could cost the whole season. So
Yeah,
the players need to come in here today with a fighting spirit. They need to come in ready to go to war, win a war. So the mentality counts a lot. Let's hope
it's
they
like
have it.
yeah, it's you win today and Lazio is out of the Champions League competition. You know what I mean? The out of the top four run, I think, in my opinion, if they lose today. And the only problem after is just Napoli and Juventus. Atalanta is gonna make it. I think they are pretty good. So everything is between us, Juventus, and Napoli. So let's see. And
Yeah,
yeah,
but we are going to be playing Atalanta and Juventus. The last game might be so important for us. The Atalanta game. Oof.
mm, I think it's
The-
gonna be done by the last game. I
I
I
hope so.
I really believe it's gonna be done. And
It should be. It should be. Unless
because you, oh sorry, go for it.
unless Napoli stays there, just like stuck to us until
I think
on the fifth.
Juventus is. I think Juventus is gonna crumble. If Juventus is gonna keep performing the way they've been performing during the season, they're not gonna make it.
That
They're
would be
gonna
amazing.
be because they're gonna play against us, and we have to win that game. If we win that game, it's done.
That would
Basically,
be
that's the
crazy.
whole point.
I'll be crazy if the Juventus can't make it into the Champions League. All right, guys. Kickoff
Yeah.
has commenced. Milan in its regular colors with the black shorts, black socks, and okay, right away an attack from AC Milan. Right away an attack from AC Milan in the center. A nice combination between Mandzukic and Çalhanoğlu right off the bat. Çalhanoğlu with a shot, and we already have the first corner of the game. Laird, this is a big one.
I'm a bit behind you, man. So I'll let you lead. You know what I mean, with the commenting the game.
All right. Okay.
It makes more sense.
Gotcha. Corner right into Reina's hand. Now everybody going back into position. Woo, man. Come on, Milan. Let's go. This is going to be one of those games.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a final, man, and I like these type of games. You know, you feel a bit
we have
scared.
an attack from Lazio. Already. Lazio scores a goal, 1-0, guys. 1 minute in, Lazio has already scored a goal. They just went through the defense very easily, threw balls into the channels, dribbled Donnarumma. Right off the bat, the defense not concentrated. All right, this is going to be an interesting game now. This is going to be a very interesting game.
Wow, 1 minute and 30 seconds. 1 minute and 30 seconds.
So Benacer, with a technical mistake, gave the ball off to Lazio. Benacer was trying to head the ball. I guess he didn't time it right. And Correa run in the box, received the through ball pass, dribbled around Donnarumma, slotted it in the net. Mamma mia, Laird.
Oh man, it's you have to own it, no? You have to own it. So they need to win, man. I don't give a shit. They won. They talk about renewal and stuff. You need to be good, man, if you want a renewal. Çalhanoğlu, if he wants 7 million, he needs to bring his team to the Champions League. A 5th position, a 6th position is not for a 7 million player.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
That's the point. And yeah, I think Benacer did a mistake. He wanted to control the ball, but he had to just throw it away in that position. But he always tried to control the ball in that part of the pitch. It's gonna be difficult, and the Twitter of AC Milan is going crazy probably now, of the supporters. What do people say? The comment here.
Necklord, what's up, my friend? He says, hi, boys, let's go. Must-win game. Yes, sir. Laert with the smart, good-looking cut. Look at that. Top model stuff. Carlisle, Donnelly, I am back. And then we have Kandu. What do you think about the Ypres investigation? Laird, do you know anything about this?
Nothing at all. What's going on? Can anyone explain with a quick message, please?
Yeah, same here. Okay, we have a free kick for Lazio right now on the left side, crossing the ball in. Oh my God! It fell right into Immobile's foot. Immobile right in front of Donnarumma takes a shot. Donnarumma saves the ball. Man, Milan right now is not focused. Come on, guys. We need to be focused. They need to wake up. Come on.
Really bad. Really bad.
Lazio still on the left, trying to figure the space for the cross. Oh, wow. Okay. Ball back in Milan's possession now.
That was a penalty, you think?
I wouldn't have. I mean, from what I saw, more yes than no.
Yeah, I mean, these days you can get a penalty for that.
Man, Lazio seems to be dribbling and taking us on with ease right now. Not a good sight. Lazio definitely look like they're up for it. Milan struggling. Lazio with the ball, and they're trying to weave their way through the midfield into towards the goal, but no good. Milan just needs to wake up. Come on, guys. We just need to wake up.
It's a bit late, man. It's 8:45 in Italy, so people going to sleep at this time.
Mamma mia. Hey guys, we will win today. Come on. Yeah, we can still win.
Oh man.
I give you my luck. DW, you will win. Thank you, sir. Davide Romano, what was the goal? Just a mistake in possession or in control, a technical mistake. Then Lazio took advantage of it pretty much in front of the box. What the fuck are we doing? Yeah. Benacer. What the hell? Come on. We still got it, guys. This is not over. This is not over. We have the whole game. The team is short on confidence. It must be in the gutter now. Why would they be short on confidence? Come on. Like, they shouldn't be short. It does look like they are, but why would they be? Ibra investigated by UEFA for alleged financial interest in... Oh, this story here. Yeah, I know about this story. This is an old story, Kengu. This has actually been going on since 2018. This has been an ongoing thing. It's not really new news. Oh, guys, we have another attack by Lazio. Lazio attacking centrally with a lot of ease.
Yeah, they have a lot of space, man. That's not good. I think the midfield is completely out of control.
Yeah,
Benacer and Kessie.
Midfield is not being able to control the game with and without the ball, but especially without the ball.
What a mess, man.
Lazio seems to be... Yeah. All right, let's see how we play. Long ball right away into the... We tried a long ball into the head of Mandzukic, but he did not flick it properly the way Ibra.
Come on, Mandzukic.
I can already tell by Mandzukic's the way his posture. I'm not giving me a lot of confidence there. But they can get into the game. All they need to settle. They need to find their rhythm, pass the ball around, and just get a little bit confidence, and then the magic will happen.
Man, looking at the game, I think we cannot win this game. I think Lazio can lose this game. You know what I mean?
Right now, that's what it does look like. Yeah. Right now, Lazio definitely on the with the upper foot, but we have a long ball incoming for Mandzukic, but Acerbi defended the ball. Yeah. Lazio trying to maneuver the ball in the middle. Lazio being pretty successful at maneuvering the ball through the middle and finding their players pretty much vertically. Lazio playing vertical football.
Man, what's wrong with Kessie? Kessie is low.
Kessie is having a tough time controlling the space. Okay, now Milan starting from the back, trying to settle the tempo, getting some touches in, trying to slow down the game, which is, I think, a good tactic, and then attack with intelligence. Milan right now slowing the game down to walking pace. They're exploiting the space in the back, seeing if anything can open up. Theo Hernandez on the left. Milan still keeping the ball in the back, just playing slowly, trying to see what's going to open up. But they're going to lose the ball. Now they lost the ball. Lazio with a counter attack. Immobile in the box.
Çalhanoğlu is invisible. Oh, come on, Kessie.
Çalhanoğlu is definitely not. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's exactly that. Çalhanoğlu is either they're marking him really well, or he is just not putting himself available to go through the lines. Because right now Milan can't.
You can see him. He's running away from where is the ball. See,
he's pretty slow.
He's not going through to help the friend. He's trying to disappear. Usually,
if you want to penetrate a team, you have to penetrate the lines, and it is those players in between the lines that have to make that happen. Çalhanoğlu is not making that happen.
Yeah, we're relying a lot on Kier long passes recently.
Lazio with the attack from the right. Ooh, nice dribble, cross in. Man, Lazio doing whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, they
come on, guys, let's go.
Whatever they want. Oh, come on, Theo. Man.
Our away form was supposed to be decent. Our attack in 30 seconds was a pleasant surprise.
Man, I don't believe on this away or home form. It's just the players, man. The players are up and down. They're not consistent. There's no consistency. That's the thing.
Yeah,
that's the whole problem.
It's definitely something to ponder about. Okay, now Milan with the ball. Now Milan's seen a little bit more of the ball. Milan's trying to control the game, but specifically the pace of the game. But again, like Çalhanoğlu, just far from the ball, and they're having a lot of difficulty penetrating through the spaces. Something needs to happen there.
In this case, Çalhanoğlu needs to be the third midfielder, so they can actually start the build-up from behind. But he's just going to the close to the striker, trying to disappear.
Yes, he needs to definitely come closer because Lazio is closing down the spaces. So now Çalhanoğlu is coming back. But yes, absolutely. But Immobile with the attack. So basically, Lazio is covering the field pretty well, and Çalhanoğlu is not. Is just hiding. He's hiding.
And Theo Hernandez is passing the ball to them again.
Oh, we might have an injury from the referee.
Yeah.
Hernandez playing like a dog. Lazio could have been 3 up.
Yeah. Yeah, basically Kier and Tomori are completely alone with this game, against this game. No Kessie, no Benacer, no one is actually working properly.
Okay, so it looks like Çalhanoğlu is coming lower now. He's coming to. I think Pioli heard you, right? And he did tell Çalhanoğlu to come a little bit lower.
But Pioli shouldn't tell him. He needs to understand that.
Yeah,
he's the number 10. He's kind of, he understands the temperature of the game and comes and gets the ball.
Hold on, we have an attack coming in from Milan. Benacer with the ball. Salamakers to Calabria on the right. Cross in. Ooh, to the head of Mandzukic, but Mandzukic tried to flick it back in the box. Nobody was there. Lazio again with possession. Wow, Lazio with a really interesting long ball that looked offside to me.
No, it wasn't offside, man.
No?
No, he was behind the line.
He was behind the middle line? Okay.
Yeah, the middle line.
Lazio attacking the Calabria side. Calabria is having a lot of difficulty containing Lazio's left wing.
And Calabria is not 100% after the injury, you know.
Yeah.
But Still, it's not his fault. I mean, man. I told you we're not gonna win this game. Is if we win this game is because Lazio is throwing away the game.
Okay, I'm gonna just.
That's the only way.
Well, we could, things could turn around. It's up to them. They got to make it happen. They have to make it happen. They have to make it happen. Um, so right now, that is the situation. We're in the 16th minute. Lazio 1, Milan 0. Very, very, very strange game. Given the importance of the game, you would expect Milan to be much more aggressive. I was expecting to see, that Milan side that nobody can beat.
That Milan side is dead.
That Milan side is always in there somewhere. They just have to dig in and find it. It's in there. It's there. They just have to find it. But Lazio looks like they're in form. Lazio is one of the teams that is the most informed in the Serie A in this current moment. I think second after Inter, even though the last game they lost heavily against Napoli, or one of the last games. Napoli right now is crazy for too. Okay, Milan playing from the back, slowing the game down again. And Calhanoglu does find the ball in the middle. He passes it to the wide. Okay, Salamakers trying to keep possession. Nice play by Salamakers. Trying to attack from the middle. Salamakers loses the ball in the middle. Counter attack for Lazio. Benacer wins the ball back. Good job by Benacer. That should be good for his confidence. Benacer has the eye of the tiger right now. I can see in his face. He's got that aggressive look. He's angry. This is what they need. They need to get angry. The players need to get angry. They need to get angry. What happens?
Man.
What happens if we make the Europa League?
If next season, I'll tell you something. If they play in Europa League next season, 1 second. If they play in Europa League next season, man, I will play the Primavera because we learned the lesson this season that we cannot play both the competition. So hopefully next season they're gonna play the Primavera for the Europa League.
Okay, we have some attacking coming from Milan. Oh, nice. That's definitely a foul. Maybe Calhanoglu now has an opportunity to shoot from the middle, about 25 yards out. Guys, these are the stats. 39 ball possession Lazio, 61 Milan, but most of Milan's ball position hasn't been very, there's not much action. It's just them slowing the game down from the back. But we did have a nice 1-2 between Rebic and Salamakers. Rebic got fouled in the middle. Oh, sorry, Teo with one of his darting runs. But look at the total shots, Larry. Look at that stat.
Yeah, man.
6 for Lazio, 1 for Milan. It was on target.
That's crazy, man.
All right.
The game is.
What happens? Ooh, deflection. Corner. We have a corner kick from Milan. All right, Çalhanoğlu about to take the corner. You have all the jumpers. Milan did score a corner last time. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, Mandzukic right in front of a goal with the ball. Totally lost his balance. That was very close. His reflexes aren't the same as they used to, I guess. But we do have high press from Milan now. Something we haven't seen in a while. Milan does win the ball in Lazio's area, but they do not connect. They're not connecting. Milan still with the ball. Rebic on the left. All right, corner from Milan. Milan asking questions right now.
Come on, Mandzukic. What the fuck are you doing? Just saw the replay of the corner before.
Right, Çalhanoğlu for the corner. Tomori almost with a header, but I think the referee gave the foul. It didn't really look like a foul to me, to be honest with you. Tomori's hands were actually, I think they just hit it, they headbutted each other. Yeah. All right, Lazio playing very similar to Inter in how they move the ball out of the box. That could be something we could exploit. Who knows?
No, man.
And now Milan. Okay, Milan ball. Theo has the ball. They can do it, man. They can do it.
Do you think we should play with two strikers the second half and get rid of, I don't know, Çalhanoğlu? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe Çalhanoğlu just needs to be positioned differently. Lazio attacking always from the left side. Lazio always attacking from the left. It seems to be Benasser, where Benasser and Calabria are, which is both players that have really not gained match fitness. Lazio adds one more shot to their statistics. Right now, okay, guys, it's not looking good right now. Okay, let's just be honest. It's not looking good.
Oh, man.
We need some of that magic to come, but they will find it. They will find it because you're always going to get chances. In soccer, you're always going to get a chance, and it's up to you to score. If you don't score, then it's on you, but they will have chances to score. Okay, we have a long ball. It seems like they're going for the long ball for Mandzukic. Is Tonali injured? Lard, have you heard about anything about Tonali?
No, his choice is Benasser. That's why. That's to be fair, Benasser is his choice, no, his first choice if he's available.
But is he injured? Do you know if he is injured or if he's healthy?
No, I haven't heard he's injured. Let's see some comments here. What people are saying. This one is my favorite at the moment. It's gonna be difficult. Look at the high press of Lazio, man. Nice.
Kessie making a mistake in the midfield, something you don't see very often. Kessie, you can just tell by his body posture and their body language that they're not. There's something happened. There's something going on. Okay, this I can see now. I can see it. Those two midfielders are not going to be able to cover all that space. I'll show you.
That's why. Another thing is that's why Çalhanoğlu needs to go a bit more deep now
Yep.
and help them too.
Yep.
And when we don't have the ball.
Yeah. Okay. I now I mean it was completely visible.
Ah, man.
Basically, one of the things happening right now. These two players here, Kessie and Benacer, are not able to cover this space on the side, and Salamakers is always late. Rebic is always late. This space right here is always open, and they're attacking right here on Calabria's side because Calabria is not 100%. But this space here, you just saw it that they don't have it. So this is now maybe the better tactical change would be to play a 4-4-2 and cover the spaces here. Otherwise, Lazio is going to keep on just going around us.
Yeah, or even if you want to play this formation, you need to be more aggressive, run a bit more, be more close with each other. So the distance between the players should be not so big, you know. Çalhanoğlu needs to be closer to the midfield than to Mandzukic. And that's the thing.
To me, it seems that physically we're not capable.
Exactly, we're not running. It feels like Lazio wants more than AC Milan to go to Champions League. And this is a team who got 5 goals from Napoli, so it's not incredibly good defensively. So,
but I hope he does some changes there. I think he needs to do some tactical changes.
I really believe Theo Hernandez in this moment of the season, I don't know, is not effective in defense. So I will put Dalot as a left back, and I put Theo Hernandez as a wing on the left, and I put Rebic as a striker.
All right, okay, guys, we have Dalot, man, he got murdered the last game twice, you know. So it's not it's not like our backup is any more.
But
we haven't.
Go
ahead.
for it.
Sorry, no.
I want Theo Hernandez more forward. That's the thing.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Like, yeah.
And Rebic as a striker. I don't rely on.
Ooh, nice. Rebic almost with a nice shot, a curling shot. I like Layart's idea. So what Layart is saying is, this is what Layart is saying. Put Rebic as a striker, Theo as the left wing, then Dalot would be here.
Just defending, saying, right? Just covering Theo Hernandez. That's the thing.
So this is what you are proposing.
Yeah, because the options we have in the bench, they are not good enough, in my opinion. Casti and Krunic are really weak. And I'll put Diaz instead of Chala.
So this is what you were saying. Put in Dalot there and Theo right here. I mean, it's something that we could think about. It's something they could think about. And so you can have Rebic there. You don't have to rely on Mandzukic, who is not match fit.
Or Leao, Chala, or any.
Yes. I mean,
You are covered on the wing because Theo anyway is fast and he covers more than Rebic on the wing, and he can push a bit more without being worried to defend. And you can cross, you can start to get inside that box more often. And fuck off Chala. I mean, if he's playing like this for all the first
We
half,
have a
he
chance.
doesn't
We
need to
have
be.
chance on Chalanoglu. Oh my God, Chalanoglu! Just no fire in him. He had so many opportunities to score right now. He found himself in front of the ball, in front of the goal with the ball. Nice pass by Salamakers. Very nice pass. Chalanoglu just a little bit too slow in the control and not aggressive enough in his touch. The
Why the
mentality,
ref? No way.
the mentality is not there.
Oh man, I'm watching now. He's so bad, man. He's not there, man. He's really bad.
His head is in the clouds.
That's what I was saying before. Lazio's not so good defensively. He was alone.
They can penetrate through Lazio, yeah, for sure.
Put some pace on the left and on the right, and start to cross and to push a bit more. Yeah, he needs to put Theo Hernandez a bit more forward. Let's go. I hope he's gonna understand that. I don't want to see Krunic and Samu in the pitch.
There's no way he's going to do that. I mean,
Seriously, I don't want to see.
if he does that, I'll like I don't know. I'll do a summer like a backflip here, but there's no way he's going to do that.
Or you know what? Or even I put Romagnoli and play with 3 defense, and I asked Theo to push a bit more, to have all the the left wing for himself, and play with 2 strikers, and starts to cross a bit on the because with this formation we're not going so far at the moment.
The 3-5-2 was a formation that we looked at with Romagnoli. Okay, offside for Lazio. Milan is asking, some questions. Lazio still looks like they're dangerous at any time. They could be dangerous any time, but I would say Milan has a little bit more control of the game right now in this period. We have 15 minutes left for the second half. Okay, Kessi with the ball. Central position to Chalanoglu. Passes it to Theo on the left. Theo on the left. Back to the center to Kessi. Kessi dribbles into the box. Kessi. Penalty, no. Kessi tried to dribble through defenders, but the ball goes out for a goal kick. Where are the stats? All right, so this is these are your stats for the game so far. 50-50, duels 1, interception, Lazio 3, Milan 4. Milan with 56 possession, Lazio 44. Total shots, Milan coming back. It was 6-1 about 10 minutes ago. Now it's 6-7. All right, what are our friends saying? Okay. Salamakers is quite busy this game. If anything, I would give Salamakers a high rating for effort. He's wanting the ball. He wants to create. Right now, Milan's still with the ball from the back, trying to penetrate behind the lines. Salamaker like playing in the number 10 position. Salamaker still with the ball. Oh, Salamaker, guys. Salamaker trying to create some stuff, but shooting butterfly shots. This is the second time we see these shots where like, poof. Like, what the? Where?
But,
don't you guys have?
Yeah. The problem is Salemaker is doing what Çalhanoğlu should do. He's
Right.
asking for the ball. He's going in the middle and trying. It's just, I don't understand.
Yep, absolutely. Pioli seems to be a little bit frustrated, but rightfully so. Come on, guys. This is your opportunity right here. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah. Hopefully they're not gonna.
Looks like I kind of still on fasting the way he struck that shot. That should be easily put behind the net.
I'm curious to know from some people how's the fasting works for an athlete.
Ramadan, right?
Yeah, how it works for an athlete, the fasting.
No, I think they still do it, right?
They still do it. They do it in a different way. They're allowed not to do it, to have a normal diet. I don't know. I'm just curious about that. Because that can be, something that can, don't help him on performance. That's what I'm saying.
But. We do have an attack right now coming from Milan. Milan in long ball, useless long ball. Why even try that long ball? Milan still with the ball. Benacer trying to keep possession. Kessi. Theo Hernandez with a cross in the middle that looked offside, but it's a foul. Ay. The women's team could shoot better and with more power than Salamakers. If we don't finish in the top 4, should we sack Pioli? Tick size says yes.
What do you think, Roy?
What?
What do I think? We should sack Pioli.
I don't want to answer that question right now. I'm focused on this game. We still have to, we have to win this game. It's not over. I don't want to answer that right now. After the game, I'll tell you. If you will have an answer for that, go ahead.
In my opinion, I just want to be realistic. Oh my God, I just want to be realistic, and I don't think the issues AC Milan has are purely related. I think we have bigger issue than the manager. Of course, you can always get a better manager, but I don't think we can improve the manager position so much if we keep the same players. I don't see any great manager doing better than Pioli with this team. I don't think Krunic or Samu or Çalhanoğlu are going to play better if you put a better manager in there. That's my opinion. So I think the issue is on the players. You need to change and put 2 top players and give some boost on this team. The same way Ibra changed the team, putting a top player and a legend playing with them, they changed. You need another two great players to help them go to the next level, not another manager. What do you think, Roy? You watching the game?
Yes. Right now, Milan with the ball. They're trying to create from the middle, but it's pretty packed. Lazio has a lot of players in the middle. Milan right now, Salamaker's winning the ball in the middle. Salamaker's trying to create an attack. Rebic. Tea with a nice shot from the middle. Milan asking questions, but nothing is happening. The high press is working, though, for Milan. They are winning the ball in the Lazio's half, and they are able to attack straight after that.
Some people saying that Roma got Sarri as a manager for the next season. Is that confirmed or is just a rumor? Just want to know from the people in the chat. And Roma is not doing decent, man. Roma has 55 points. It's not doing decent. Roma has 3 points more than Sassuolo, so I don't know what that if decent means something.
We have Calabria with the ball. Tomori, Milan playing from the back. Just trying to see. They're being patient with the ball, which is good. I like the patient game. Okay, Çalhanoğlu peels off. Passes it wide to Theo. Theo with the cross. Nada.
Yeah, Lazio is playing like I would say like Inter, like counter attack, covering all the pitch and trying to counter attack.
Yeah.
So they're gonna leave us the ball. So I will put some player that know how to treat the ball.
Brahim, Diaz. We have Hagwe. We have Leao. If he puts in Leao in the right spot, Leao can be dangerous. Just put him in the right spot. Fonseca doesn't want to renew. He said he wants to leave. That's the reason. How are you guys feeling about this?
Okay, yeah, go.
No, go ahead.
No, so it's not a sure thing, Sarri to Roma. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Sarri is going to go to Roma. And what I'm feeling about this first half, I feel really bad. The team is without soul. They are scared.
Okay, we have Theo coming in. We can see in the middle of the ball. They're trying to maneuver the ball through the lines. Ooh, there's almost no space there. You have to be super precise. Lazio covering all the space. Very dangerous counterattack from Lazio. We have 2-0, guys. 2-0. Lazzari. 2-0. Man.
Did you saw on the Theo side, and it's not even Theo's fault. We need to be more covered, and that's the thing. And it's done. The damage is done. Now I don't know how people. Yeah.
Milan have a mountain now to climb for the second half. They have to come in the second half, make some tactical changes, and they have to play the game the half of their lives. It's the only way. Like, the game is not over. We still have 45 minutes. We've seen games that could be turned around in the space of 5 minutes. So it is definitely still in Milan's power to. Oh, it could be offside. It didn't look like it was offside. I think there's a VAR check. To me, it looked like it was good, but he could have been an offside when making the pass. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Maybe this is offside. Let's see. Well, the website says 2-0.
I think
it looked good to me, to be honest. Live, it looked like it was correct.
It looked good, yeah, my opinion as well. Let's see. Maybe it was upside for a millimeter. You never know, but I don't think so. Some people are saying offside.
Ole! I think it was offside.
Just a bit.
No goal. Very good. Milan's still in it. Again, luck on our side.
Roy, I hope they learned the lesson now. I mean, seriously, we cannot get counter-attacks like this. Fuck it, it's 1-0, it's not 3-0. Just be composed in the pitch, for fuck's sake. It's not like we're losing the Champions League final. Just be composed and get a point from this game. Leave Lazio away from the Champions League position and get a point. You're not going to win all the games. You can even draw a game. It's a difficult game. You're fucking up everything. At least get a draw. Everyone attacking like idiots. Just keep a composure, for fuck's sake. It's not last minute.
Yes, 100%, Lart. We have to get into this game. Like we can't fuck around. Like we can't. This is not the time to be fucking around.
Just keep their position. I don't know. Theo Hernandez is in the same line with the strikers. I understand he wants to change the game.
Hold on. We have an attack. Mandzukic. Ooh, Mandzukic with a shot. But again, the fucking shot goes is like a little fucking butterfly. Why does Milan, every time Milan shoots on goal, it's this little butterfly? It's like, what the fuck? Shoot hard. I mean, it wasn't very easy, but you will see it in a second. But all these shots are just soft.
You're too nice, man. They are not like butterfly. They are like a fart.
Guys, we were saved by literally a quarter of an inch. It doesn't even look offside. Even in the replay that they're showing right now, it doesn't look offside.
This is for the people that don't like the VAR, by the way. You're welcome.
Right. Offside official. All right, guys, the first half has finished. It is 1-0 for Lazio. Milan escaped a really tough situation. Offside second goal by Lazio. Lyatt, tell us what you saw in this first half. Give me your opinions.
So what I saw is Pioli. He put the best team he could have put. So it's not on him. I don't know why people find always every game they find a problem with Pioli. Today he put all the best players he has available. Do you agree with me? Anyone disagrees with me? I think those are the best 11 he could have put today. Maybe he could have put Romagnoli instead of Tomori or something like that. But still, this is the best 11 you can put on. So those are the players Pioli has. And people saying Pioli out. Pioli doesn't have a great team. And you put another manager and you have 85 points at the end of the season. No, you're going to have, again, 70 points, 65 points at the end of the season because this is the type of team we have. About the game, I'm really disappointed in the fact that some players are scared. You can see them; they're really scared. I don't know why. And I don't like Çalhanoğlu. I don't think Çalhanoğlu is playing well, so I will put Diaz. I don't give a shit if he's good or something like that. I don't know. Or I play both of them, Çalhanoğlu and Diaz. I need someone who knows how to play with the ball. What do you think? And yeah, Theo Hernandez to be more further.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do think that the coach, what the coach does and how a coach organizes a game, it is very important. So I don't think that it's, saying that it's not only Pioli's fault, or it's just to say it's just Pioli's fault. Maybe you could make that argument, but usually. Well, in this case, I don't know who else to blame, to be honest with you, Larry, because I'm seeing like the players don't have the physical fitness to play the kind of game that Milan usually has played, that really high press, high energy game where they win the ball in the opponent's second half, and then they create these really fast counterattacks. I'm not seeing Milan being able to do that. I don't think we have the players, and I'm seeing a lot of space in that area that I showed you earlier, that you even identified.
How many
this
times
is definitely.
Yeah, finish. Sorry.
I think this is definitely something that Pioli could fix, just with a tactical change, and he could change the game around just by closing some spaces. Like maybe what you said, put Çalhanoğlu a little bit behind and close some spaces. I think that. I wanted to tell you is that Milan now has one shot more than Lazio. Milan has had shots. Milan has had 3 shots on goal that were as strong as a silent fart, and that's the problem. So
another
but
thing is
Lazio's definitely been superior.
we go on the final 30 meters and we don't know what to do, or we miss the goal, we miss the chance. That is not Pioli's fault. I'm not saying Pioli is the best manager in the world, but what Pioli can do when Çalhanoğlu is in front of the goal and doesn't score, or when Leao was in front of the goal against Sassuolo and could go 2-0, what Pioli can do in that situation. I want an answer from all the people who are commenting now. What he can do when we go on the final 30 meter, we try to create a chance and they miss the final pass, they miss the final cross, they miss the final shot, they fired in front of the goalkeeper. What Pioli can do? Like, honestly, or you or any other manager, great manager, what they can do? These are the players we have. That's it. It's simple as that, man. Sometimes football is really simple. There is not overthinking.
I mean, this thing that they shoot like these butterfly silent fart shots. It's not just today. It's been like this for a long time. We've noticed before. There's just like there's no like when you shoot the ball, when you want to score, you have to go for the jugular. It's like you're putting everything into it. Your focus, the angle you want to put it in, the mental state you want to be in when you shoot the ball to score has to be so like tough and so strong and so aggressive. These guys are like, oh, poof, like what the fuck?
No, it's just it's on the player, man. It's on the player. I don't care.
Let's see what our friends are saying. P. Shoop says, if Pioli can rally the troops during the break, I'll finally feel like Pioli has lost the locker room. And right now, that's what Pioli has to do. Pioli has to. I mean, this is where Pioli comes in, and even the players, not just Pioli, even the players. This is the half. They're talking right now. They're scheming. They're figuring out what they need to do. Now is the time to make the right decisions and go for it, and go for it all the way. Carlo Merti says, scared, they earn millions, and they're scared. They need to grab their balls to get a grip of themselves. Yes, true. These are they earn millions. They have no excuses. Youssef says, Kessie is not at his top, and it is noticeable. I wonder if it's Kessie or it's because the whole team around him is not moving correctly, so that affects his performance. Skillet says, I'm starting to think our unbeaten run was built on penalties, not performances. Well, we haven't had a bunch of penalties in a while. So that is definitely something to think about. Look at our style of play. It's the same every game. Our opponents can easily read our game. Yeah, so Pioli needs to diversify a little bit his tactics, change it up. Kessie is a mess. Rossonari Non TV says, we are going to win 1-2, guys. Yes, let's go, Saif. Let's go. Benacer's played utter garbage tonight. Krunic in. Krunic. What if Krunic comes in and Krunic in? No. If it's simple, then teams won't need coaches anymore. No, coaches have a lot of say on how the team plays for sure. And I know for experience, like a coach organizes the team. A coach tells each player how they want them to play. Usually you're telling each player, okay, I want you to cover this position. This is the guy that you got to take. This is who you have to mark. When you're off the ball, go into these spaces. So
Roy, listen.
And then it's up to the players to make it happen. That's for sure.
Roy, I agree with the fact he's telling each player what position and how they need to be tactically. But when you go on the last 30 meters, is everything improvising, seeing the situation in that moment, reading the game. So it's all up to the player.
Yes. Now this is where, as a coach, I would work hard. I'd go on the training ground and I would get in their heads, when you shoot hard, always shoot hard. And I would do drills with them over and over again to make sure that their shooting is that's what I would work on. Every time I read their training things, it's all possession and speed and agility, right? I never read anything about shooting. I never read anything about crossing. Maybe that's what he needs to do. Maybe that's my criticism to Pioli. He needs to work on that, on shooting, because obviously it's been a theme for a while. How is it possible this is the same team as in the start of the season? Good question, Laird. You answer that.
Well, that's my whole point when we talk about the manager. These players were playing in a different way the first half of the season, and you can see them playing differently. They go to the box, they get a penalty, or they score, or they are dangerous. Now they cannot do that. And why? Because the manager is bad, or because they are not actually performing properly? Because they are tired, they had a lot of games, they are not good enough to perform, to play 65 games a season, they can play just 45. Maybe it's that. We can argue that. We can start to talk about specific stuff, because we played all the games of Europa League, Coppa Italia. So maybe the team is tired. They start really early the season and they're really tired. That's the problem, but not, Pioli needs to go. What's that?
Yeah.
What is the point?
You could criticize Pioli's management of the players.
Well, right? They all get injured every week.
Right, exactly. That's what you could criticize, is management of the players, maybe not reading the physical aspect better.
So we are criticizing Pioli because Ibrahimovic is 39 years old. Ibrahimovic is 39 years old. He's gonna get injured. Mandzukic is 36. He's gonna get injured. It's not Pioli's fault. As much as he can read the team.
Okay,
and try to understand.
Laird, let's be honest here, okay? Like, Pioli is not Ancelotti. All right.
Well, I know that.
Pioli is not. He's not Klopp. Pioli is not Guardiola. He's a manager that has always lived mid-table Serie A. He's got a Coppa Italia here and there. So I mean, there's a difference why Guardiola is Guardiola and Pioli is Pioli.
No, so that's so unfair, because Çalhanoğlu is not De Bruyne. That's really unfair. And Ancelotti with this team is not going to go top 4. Ancelotti has a similar team in England, is not doing top 4. Guardiola, if Guardiola manages this team, is not going top 4 in Serie A, in my opinion.
No. I don't know about that.
Man, I mean, these players are not.
Coaches have a big impact on a team, Laird. Huge impact. They have a super, like, every day the coaches organizes the training. They organize the program for each player. If you think that coaches are just a figure that just stands there and does nothing, I don't know what to tell you. Then in that case, we don't need anyone. We can just have Paolo Maldini there, just sit.
I'm not saying the coach is not putting an important part of the result, the end result. But in this situation, we are maximizing on the coach. The coach is doing the maximum. He cannot do more than that. And any coach, even the best one, cannot make Krunic, Çalhanoğlu play like De Bruyne and Sterling. That's not possible. It's physically impossible. People need to understand that. Or you cannot play Leao like Lukaku. It's physically impossible. No coach can do that. That's my opinion. So Pioli cannot make this AC Milan play like Inter, because you don't have Lukaku, you don't have Martinez, you don't have certain type of players. Simple as that.
I criticize Pioli because this formation right now is not working. And it's visible that it's not working. It's visible that Kassim Bennacer cannot cover all this space right here. And when the team is long like this is where Lazio has come. They come here, and then they play in this area right here. So, put a player in this area then, and make it a 3. Make it maybe a 3. And put Salah there rather than asking him to play so forward. and move Çalhanoğlu here and maybe play a 4-4-2. He can do tactical changes and fix this. He can do it. We've seen that happen many times. But all you need to do is a tactical change, and everything. All of a sudden, things can happen.
Okay, the fact that he can fix this game, yeah, that's true. But from the beginning of the game, no one knows how the game is going. From minute one, you don't know. So you have to try. I'm not saying to guess, but you go with your strategy. And our strategy is 4-2-3-1, and we won 3-2 last against Lazio with our game, with this strategy. So what are you gonna do?
Strategy. No, but the team is not. Are you saying like? But the team is in a different state right now, right? They're obviously in a different state physically. But yeah, for sure, the players need to. The players need to get into the groove. All right, guys, we have the second half is about to start. Come on, guys. These 45 minutes are going to be absolutely some of the most important 45 minutes of the whole season.
I'll be back in a minute.
Go ahead. I'm going to show you the table, the standings. Right now, Milan is 5th. Milan is out of the Champions League as we speak. If this game stays the same, Milan is out of the Champions League. And right now, the top 4 are Inter, Atalanta, Napoli, and Juventus. Milan is 5th. And what's catching them? It is their goal difference. The goal difference is...
I don't think we are 5th, man. Oh, yeah?
Well, we are, yeah. This is what I'm...
Yeah. Yeah, Juventus... yeah, no, I can see it now. Juventus is 4th. Yeah.
Right there, guys. Not a pleasant sight. All right, we've started. Let's see how the team reacts. This half is going to be very important. Let's do it.
It started for you?
Yeah. I just put in the...
There we go. Same team, yeah? No changes.
No changes. Dai ragazzi! Carlo Moretti says, dai ragazzi, let's do it. Forza Milan. Does our pro football players, when the hell they're going to tired? It's just game or 2 in a week. I agree. Let's do it. Come on, they have no excuses. Let's go. Forza Crunic. All right, guys, we have Salamakers. Salamakers is probably contender man of the match right now. He makes a mistake. Mandzukic not on the same wavelength as Salamakers. It's kind of hard to see right now in the first few minutes whether there's any tactical changes or not. It looks the same. Lazio has a free kick. Pete Shoot says, Pioli knows his job is on the line. If he doesn't make top 4, making dramatic tactical changes at this point is too big for a gamble in his head. He wants to play it safe and hope we find our form. The coach also plays an important part of the signing of players and transfer market. If Conte and Pioli goes for the same player, he would easily choose Conte over Pioli. Okay, guys, we have Correa attacking from... nice play. Correa attacking from the left. Sorry, the right. Lazio still looking dangerous. Krunic is a useless player. Waterbar is better than Krunic. Lazio always attacking on Calabria's side. Again, this second half still attacking on Calabria's side. I wonder if this is a tactic that they have either, because sometimes when you play a soccer game and you're playing against an opponent and you find a weakness, then the whole team knows and you just go for that weakness. So I wonder if that's what happened. They found a weakness on that side because they're only attacking from that side. Okay, we have a potential counterattack. No, Rebic wasn't able to control the ball. Ball back in Lazio. No changes whatsoever, Safe. Nothing yet. Skillard says he wants Ranieri. Larry, what do you think? Forza Milan started supporting 1984 tick size. Yes, nice. OG. Hell yeah, tick size.
Ranieri, I don't know, man. I'm so against this changing the manager thing. I'm completely against. I'm like, we are not even a top team at the moment. I don't know what is the point to change a manager. When you have a top team, you need a manager. We are not a top team at the moment. We have
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, go for it. Go.
I like Isborn's idea. I would even take Mancini if it happens. He's going to resign after the years. I would love to have Mancini. Guys, we have an attack from Çalhanoğlu on the left. Oh, my God. Salamakers in front of the goal. Could have taken a shot and says opts to play a layoff. These players don't have their act together in front of that box. Çalhanoğlu with a lot of space to shoot. Sorry, Salamakers received the ball from Çalhanoğlu in the middle of the box, close to the penalty area. Had a lot of space to take a shot. Instead, opted to one-touch layoff. Skiller thinks Mancini doesn't want to coach Krunic. And Leclerc says, I agree with Laird that Pioli can only do so much with these players, but it's his job to find solutions. All right, guys, we have Lazio on the ball. Oh, my God, Lazio with the ball, a central attack. It's 2v2. 2v2, guys. We have a 2v2. Oh, mamma mia. Lazio scores 2-0, guys. Correa again just makes Tomori look like a Primavera player, guys. Lazio 2, Milan 0. It was a 2v2 situation. Too easy for Correa. Way too easy for Correa. I mean, this does not look good for Tomori at all. This does not look good for Tomori at all. Okay, guys. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over. We, as Milan fans, we know it's not over.
Come on, Gigi, a bit better there. Fuck it.
Right now, we are fifth. Milan and Samir Nasri. Yes, we are fifth. Carlo Moretti, for fuck's sake. Yes. Disappointing, guys. No changes at halftime. Arrivederci, champions, says Mr. Carlo Moretti. Tixai says Pioli is incompetent. Davide Romano says, I think he does. Oh, wait. Are they back of the VAR?
There was a foul on Çalhanoğlu, so they're looking at that.
Guys, we might be blessed one more time. Let's see. Pete Chute says time for Romagnoli.
I don't think it's going to happen. I doubt it, but let's see.
Ooh, Man, that looks like, yeah, that is a foul for sure. For sure, that is a foul. No, they
It's a
gave it.
foul. They gave
They
a
gave it.
goal, yeah.
They gave it. The referee is like, I can't do this twice. The media is going to kill me, so he just gave it.
I
Wow,
mean, that is a foul, man. He didn't
that was
get
a
the
super
ball.
foul. That was a super foul, right?
I don't understand why he doesn't give that foul. What he needs to do? Look, that is crazy, man. That
Ah,
is
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
crazy. What's wrong in the head of these referees? That is a foul, man. He didn't
And
kick
he
the
even said,
ball. That's
and
insane.
he and did you see the referee's body language? He said, "Oh, why did you waste my time with this?" Did you see? That was a super foul. He's scared of media. He's scared of the media. Guys, Lazio still on the attack. Milan's defense is not looking organized right now. Uh Lazio with attack on the right, on the left, sorry.
I think if it doesn't change anything in 5 minutes for me, this game is finished. It's not gonna change.
Yeah. He has to act. He has to act right away. He has to act right again. Oh, guys, Tomori equals slow Mori. Now it's him too. Um, what do you mean slow Mori? No, 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 guys. Come on. Let's not. He's a legend. So Tomori's overrated. I'm sorry. Well, I mean, up until 2 minutes ago, he wasn't. You know, let's. It's just a mistake, guys. Let's Milan on the attack. Milan on the attack. We still have time here to create something. Ball back to Donnarumma. Yeah, they need to change something right away. I would take Mandzukic out because he's not even touching the ball, and I would put Leao in or Brahim Diaz to create a little bit of depth. Brahim Diaz maybe to create some chances. Benacer in the middle. Theo Hernandez with the ball. Ooh, nice through ball for Kessie. Kessie puts it in the middle. Guys, it looks impossible. It almost looks impossible.
No, we don't have the players. That's the thing. I don't know why people don't see that. They don't want to see it. People don't want to see it. They want to blame the manager because they don't want to see the truth. We need 5 players
Oh,
to
Lazio
change this
almost
team.
scoring another goal. Pioli will not change anything. That's the sad part. We have to watch this crap football. He's under y'all are overacting. Yeah, it's just a bad game. That's what I think. Milan Samir. I don't even think he's having a bad game. I think Correa is having a really good game. Now he scored 2 goals, both dribbling players. If only Lazio could do this in Europe instead of shitting their pants, whatever. There was a question for you. Do you guys hold on? We have a corner coming in. Donnarumma puts it safely in his hand. That's definitely a foul and a card. Yes, foul on Donnarumma. Do you guys think we'll get top 4 if we lose this game? Like, thoughts?
Yeah, I think we're gonna get top 4. I think we're gonna get top 4 because we're gonna play against Juventus and we have to win that game. That's it. Simple as that.
Yeah,
We have to win
Calumet.
against Benevento and win against Juventus. And I don't think Napoli is going to win all of them. I don't think Juventus is going to win all of them. So the chances are
Ooh,
still good.
guys, this is very painful to watch. But we still have a long time. Anything can happen: a penalty, a free kick, a corner, or open play goal. You never know. But Milan playing like shit, losing the ball again, creating another counterattack for Lazio. Benacer making 2 mistakes in a row, losing ball possession. But now Hernandez is back with the ball. Milan back with the ball. Kessie. And now you got Theo, Benacer. Benacer, another time. Bad touch from Benacer. Loses the ball again. Corner for Milan. Guys, Benacer is not in the game. It was his mistake. the first goal, and right now he is not in the game. Our friends are not very happy with the fact that you're not blaming Pioli, Laird.
Oh, let's get another manager and go back to the Giampaoli level, and hire another one in December, and fire him again when he gets 70 points, and hire another Giampaolo, and keep going like this for another 15 years.
I would get
Because
Sarri.
I'm sure a lot of people were blaming Gattuso. We changed Gattuso. We gave Giampaolo to these people, a modern, young, and new manager, and now we are on Pioli, an old one, and who doesn't know how to manage a big team. It's just for a mid-table team. Let's get another young and manager, go back at the Giampaoli level, and get another old manager. Jesus Christ! I'm still people think is the manager the problem. We don't have players.
I am with the people. I think it's the manager.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna see the manager gonna hire after Pioli, and I want to see all these people next season with the new manager. I want to see them.
Okay, we have Benacer. Salamakers, guys, is definitely the most energetic player that Milan has on the pitch, but they don't look focused. Their angles are not focused. Lazio looks very solid in how they're covering the field. Carlo Moretti says he's not Pioli out.
Yeah, let's get Arteta. He's doing great. Or let's get Mourinho. Let's get a great manager and do 12 position. Give him 7 million a year and go 12 position. They don't know what that doesn't mean to manage a team. It's not easy, man. It's really difficult.
DOS says send Tonali, Ibrahim, and Hagway in. Neckler says we'll definitely lose to Juve and Atalanta. Guys, we have a cross coming in. Oh, just goes past Rebic. Neckler doesn't seem to be even confident about Benevento and Cagliari. Cagliari is looking good right now, winning big games. Theo Hernandez with the ball. Milan asking questions now with the crosses.
I think we're gonna get the third goal, man. They're gonna go on another counter-attack.
It looks like that counterattacks are going to be happening a lot now because Milan now has no choice but to attack and send the numbers up front. Okay, let's see what our friends are saying. Pete says it's definitely a combo of both. Pioli isn't good enough to keep players of his experience level and quality going hard for an entire season. $18-19 season happening all over again.
Yeah, he was the same.
Guys, Lazio just weaving their way through Milan. Pioli, I cannot believe Pioli has not made any changes. It looks like Leao is about to come in. I'm pretty sure Pioli will put Leao as the center forward for Mandzukic, and maybe Leao coming in as as a sub. Maybe he can bring in energy. Let's see. Let's hope. But right now, Milan with the ball in the back, slowing down the game. Kessie with a bad layoff. Lazio regains the ball. Milan having a lot of difficulty being able to penetrate for Lazio, even at this point where Lazio is not where Milan has to attack. Still, Milan has a lot of difficulty penetrating.
I like this comment. Sack Pioli only if you get a world-class manager. I agree with that. If you get a world-class manager, that's another level. That it means that the club has a serious intention. They're gonna buy a big player, and they're gonna invest in the team. They don't have financial problems, so they're gonna hire a big manager and try to get all in. But if you're gonna hire someone is like, you never know what's gonna happen. I don't like that. And Sarri for me is not a sure thing. I don't think Sarri can get a team and make a win or get the result done.
Guys, we have Leao and Brahim Diaz coming in together at the 62nd minute. Mandzukic going out, and let's see who the other player is. Mandzukic walking with a lot of pain. Guys, Mandzukic is not a Serie A player right now, and I think this is he needs. And Salamakers out. That is a strange decision. Salamakers has been one of the most active players. Very interesting decision. I wonder what that means tactically. So we're going to find that out right now. Okay, we have a corner coming in. Nothing. So Salamakers out. Very interesting decision by Pioli.
He's a Christmas tree, man. Probably. Something like
I have
that.
enough of his last season. I don't remember his fan base being so dramatic and giving up on the team we love and support. Like, what do you mean we're going to lose Atalanta? Where's the faith? Yes, I like Milan Samir. He's very positive. Remember, guys, that in football, you can win a game in the last 2 minutes. You never know. Okay, we have an attack by Rebic. He's trying. Okay, so yes, Leao is definitely playing as a center forward, which is not his best position. And it does look like both Brahim Diaz and Çalhanoğlu are playing central.
That's so true. Carlo Moretti. You're right, man. A big bidone.
Oh, Calabria with a shot. Milan trying to create. Milan trying to ask for questions. No, I don't like to park the bus. I want to see football. Would anyone here take Mourinho? I don't like Mourinho, man. I don't like the way.
No, absolutely.
Top manager, 2 top players, and we will be okay. What? No Krunic? Oh, he's coming. He's coming. I may be negative, but I still have faith. We're all watching, aren't we? Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We still all have faith till the end, guys. I saw my Italy lose against France in the last minute of the Euro final. Anything is possible.
No.
Come on, let's go. Brahim Diaz with a vertical run. Give him a team some inspiration, maybe. Calabria with the ball from the middle.
Man, I can't believe that it didn't. That was a foul on Çalhanoğlu the first half on the goal.
Yeah,
that was a massive foul. That's insane, man.
Super foul.
Fuck.
Guys, Lazio now. A lot of space in the box. Oh, they mess it up. Thank God they messed it up. Kessie coming forward with the ball. Now Lazio pretty open, but even still, Lazio looks they're covering all the spaces. Lazio's covering all the spaces here. It's pretty much 5 against 6 or 7. Okay, they're trying to change. Go to the right to Calabria. Calabria with a cross, but nobody is there. Guys, I don't see Milan creating real chances here. They're struggling so much. Goal kick for Lazio. Milan has been known for sacking manager for the past 10 years. So what makes you think they will keep Pioli if we don't get top 4? They even sacked the legend Reno just for 1 point missing out. How stupid was sacking Gattuso, man? Like, everybody knows that Gattuso is going to be a great coach. Like, you can, who doesn't know? Can anybody argue that? Does anybody here think that Gattuso is not on his way to becoming a top coach?
Well, I bet when they sacked him, a lot of people was agreeing with that. They were saying, "Oh, Gattuso out."
I think the small minority of the people were saying that.
What was the goalkeeper of Benevento did a goal at the last minute against Inter? AC Milan? Well,
Yeah.
I bet in that moment everyone wanted Gattuso's head.
No, Gattuso made some crucial games. Some crucial games he lost that made no sense. But I mean, I thought he was the guy. I mean, I would have kept him for a bunch of more years. What happened to Gattuso was criminal. Yes, sir. So true. So true.
Man,
Milan has. Oh no, we read this. Mandzukic, un'altra Juve merda. Basta con questi Juve rejects. No more ex-Juve. The ex-Juve players come here. Okay, we have a. No, that was a handball referee. That was a handball. Okay, guys, the referee is obviously not in the mood to work today. Lazio with another counterattack. Correa versus Tomori again. Lazio just covering the ball, waiting for the foul, and they get the foul. So we had Higuain.
Roy, I think we lost you. Anyway, probably he's coming back. Let's see. Okay, Tomori on the right. I think it's a foul from Lazio. Oh man, horrible game. Yeah. Love for Rino always. What a manager, Rino Gattuso. Ringhio. Internet playing like Milan. Nice one. I don't think Roy is quite positive. I don't think we're gonna change this game. I think a draw would be great. And Tonali is coming in, and Benacer is out. 69 minutes, maybe more. I'm a bit behind. And Lazio controls the ball. No way, man. Roy, how's it going, man?
Sorry, guys.
Somebody was saying the connection is like in
My
is like
connection
Milan
always sucks.
playing.
I know. It's always the worst.
Anyway, the game is awful. We're not dangerous at all. Tonali is on the pitch. So I don't know what's going on.
Who did he come
Tonali
in
is
for?
out for Benacer. So Dalot is in as well instead of Calabria. So I don't know. I don't think we have good chance to actually get a 2-2 today. No, I don't think so. We don't have. I don't think Leao and Rebic or all these players can change the game. It's not the end, but it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be really hard.
One of the reasons why we're not getting those penalties like we used to probably says that it's because we're not, playing in the box as we used to be. Leao in that position, man. Laird, how can you tell me that Pioli is not making mistakes when he keeps on putting Leao as a center forward? Oh!
Man, I don't know, man. It's just we've tried everything, man, during the season. I think we try everything during the season. We tried Rebic as a striker. We tried to play without a striker. We tried. The only way we succeed is when we have Ibrahimovic for a long term. Yeah. Especially when the things are difficult and the time is difficult, Ibrahimovic helps you a lot.
Yeah. Absolutely. Ibra is such a key player in that attacking space.
And I don't know, people are focused on firing Pioli, whatever. You can fire Pioli. I mean, a lot of people are going to be happy when they're gonna fire Pioli and get another manager. But the other manager with this team is not gonna do great thing. We need better players. That's another thing.
Guys, Romagnoli coming in for Kjaer. First time we see Romagnoli in a while. Please, Romagnoli, score. Score 2 goals. 2 corners, Romagnoli score. Oh my God. Imagine if his first touch right now he scores. Come on, let's go. Come on.
I mean, I'm just watching now how Çalhanoğlu showed that ball like an idiot. Whatever. Man, we need a goal 10 minutes before the end. At least.
Let's just pay attention to how young this team is right now on the pitch.
Yeah.
Nobody here is over 27. It's all under 20. We're playing with an under 21 squad, a national under 21 team squad. But I think Diaz, Tonali, Dalot, Theo, Tomori. The 2 players that were in their 30s, Kjaer and Mandzukic, are both off. Now it's all youngsters, like real youngsters.
Let's see. Would you keep? Sorry, Roy.
Go ahead.
Some comments here.
I'm just getting my system back going.
Yeah, I agree with this comment. I mean, it's just insane, man. I don't have words. I don't have words what to say. It's
Damn! Look at Laird. What do you think about this comment right here from Mika? He says, "I'm tired of supporting a team that lacks fighting spirit. This team has done everything to throw away the top 4 finish. Pioli must be fired now."
whatever. Let's fire Pioli, so everyone can sleep tonight, and we can win the next one for the next manager. You can fire him. I don't think. I feel like you guys wants to see a kind of a Arsenal football TV thing when they were saying fire. Oh my God, who's the French guy? I don't remember the name. Wenger. When they were saying, "Oh, Wenger must go," and now they're hitting 10th position for the last 4 years, 6 years.
Yeah. Guys, we have about 15, maybe 20 minutes left right now, including the injury time. That's a lot of time. A lot of things can happen in 20 minutes. Sooner or later. Oh my God! Terrible control by Dalot. Just the first touches. When your team's first touches are not good, that's a problem. First touch. If your first touch is not happening, that's a big problem.
It's a big problem, man. It's a big problem.
Lazio still looks very solid, but they still look as if they could hurt us, you know. Ale, Milan, ale, forza lotta, vincerai, non ti lasceremo mai. Come on, let's go. Come on. Hey guys, we've seen way worse moments in our Milan years as fans. So, it is what it is.
Ah,
Rossoneri Non TV says Inter, going to Inter, you deserve it, guys. Yeah, Inter deserves it for sure. 100%. No doubt. This one is for you, Liars. They made a mistake when they sacked Emery. He was doing a good job and took him to Europa Final League. I would still take Emery over Pioli because Emery is a winner and he knows how to win trophies. Damn. Harsh.
well, but they were thinking like we are thinking now for Pioli. They were thinking Emery is not good enough, so we need a better coach. We need this Arteta, who was managing Man City with Guardiola, and now see where they end. They didn't let Emery to build something. They sack him and they took Arteta. And now see Arsenal what he's doing. We are thinking the same way. Pioli built a team that actually is going to
Sorry,
end
Lion,
up.
we have a chance. We have another goal. Oh my God. Wow. Sorry, Larry. Immobile, I believe, or another player chipped, had a cucchiaio, one of those chips from out of the box, but he got the crossbar. They almost scored a third goal. You're about to see it in a second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was saying that this is a team that is going to make 72 points at the end of the season, let's say. 72 points, and you're going to get a manager that is going to make 65 points next season or 59 points next season with this team. I'm not comparing Emery to Pioli. I'm just explaining the situation is similar. Juventus, they complain about Allegri. They wanted Sarri. They didn't like Sarri. They wanted Pirlo, and now they're shit. People still think he's the manager. Allegri wasn't good enough, so let's shit on him and get Sarri and see the result. The same Champions League shit. Serie A, they lost this season because they changed the manager. The people really think is the manager 100% of the thing. I don't know.
No, I think the manager is more like 85% of everything.
Nah, man. You can put the best manager in the world to this team. You cannot win the league.
No, I'm not saying winning the league, but achieving the objectives.
85% means that, man. If you put 85% on the table, you just need to add another, 15%.
No, but I'm not saying winning the league. I'm not saying winning the league. I'm just saying making the top four in this case. Hello? Okay.
What happened?
I don't know. I would love to have Sarri, though. You don't like Sarri?
No, man. Okay. I'm gonna try to explain why I don't like managers like Sarri, Allegri, or all these big names. Not because I don't like the manager, but these managers, they've been managing big clubs. They've been managing big clubs for the last 10 years with big players. They don't even know how to motivate a player like Samu Krunic or Benacer or Kessie or Teo Hernandez. They are still not big players. So they are always used to have great players and manage great players. You need a mid-table manager or a good manager to manage this team. That's simple as that. You cannot put a great manager because great managers want great player. They want to manage great player. Roy, you need to change the score. It's Lazio 2, Milan 0.
Oh, yeah. Guys, right now, Milan is fifth. Okay, sorry. Right now, Milan is... Sorry, Laird, can you read that um, table for me 1 second? Something going
Oh
on.
yeah, Milan is fifth, 66 points. Juventus fourth, 66 points. Napoli third, 66 points. And Lazio is sixth, 61 points, but they have one game in hand. So if they win that game against Torino, they go 64 points. So technically, if we win, we have to win the next game, and it's simple as that. Every game it comes, we have to win one. Let's win the next game and see what the other teams are doing. I'm not sure Napoli, Juventus, and Lazio are going to win all the games. I don't think they're going to win all the games. They're going to lead points. And Juventus has to play against Inter, has to play against us. And there's other teams, and Juventus is not a solid team. We can see they're not performing. They're struggling with Fiorentina. They're struggling with a lot of other teams. So the problem here is the players. The players are scared, man. I can see them. They're scared. They don't know what to do with the ball. I'm watching the game, and the only thing I see, they are scared. What do you think, Roy? Roy, can you hear me?
What do what do I think? It's hard to say because right now the team looks like physically and mentally they're really off, and they have to fix that. And if they don't fix it by next game, it's not looking good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's but Ibra is back with Benevento, so hopefully we make 3 points there.
Ibra is back.
Yeah, with Benevento.
We have to rely on the old man.
I don't understand why Brahim Diaz doesn't start from the beginning.
Yeah, have more faith in these players.
Still, I believe they at least, I don't know.
And Hagwe too. Like Hagwe, why is he not playing Hagwe?
I don't know. I think he preferred Rebic in that position more. I don't know.
Yeah. It's pretty bad, guys. Come on. Guys, Lazio scores 3. Immobile scores his goal. They're all happy. They're celebrating. Good for them. Well, fuck them.
Immobile, 18 goals.
Game over, ladies and gentlemen. Game over.
That's the way you shoot a ball. It's not. Simone Inzaghi is not explaining Immobile how to shoot a goal, man. That's for sure. Somebody can explain this. Is on the manager explaining Immobile how to shoot a goal on the goal? No. Immobile is a good striker. Immobile scores 35 goals last season. 23 is gonna make this season. That's how you go top 4. Not with Leao and Mandzukic.
Yeah, not good at all,
No.
guys. Not good at all. So let's look at these stats. The only stat that matters is the goal stats, but we have 40% Lazio, 60% duels won. Lazio just won 2% more. Interceptions, Milan had more interceptions. Total shots, Milan had 14 shots, but all these little butterfly silent fart kind of shots. On target, Milan had more shots on target. Milan had 5 shots on target. Lazio had 4 shots on target and 3 goals. Passes, Milan 518 passes, but mostly in the back, just when they're slowing down the game. Absolutely no offensive efficiency by the Milan players. And if they just get that back, just that last final third back, it's over. It's done. We're good. Milan with many more crossovers. But the stat that counts the most is that one right there, and it's not our way. Gattuso Part 2. Lart, would you do it?
No, I still believe if you change the manager, it means you're hiding from something. It means like, oh, the team is good. It's just the manager the problem. That's my opinion. That's the message the club gives to the supporter. I'm changing the manager because the team is good. Is the manager the problem? Fuck you. I'm not stupid. I know the team is average. I know the strikers we have are average. A lot of wings we have, they're average. So you're not gonna change the manager. I want players. I want you to buy players, not change the manager and again fifth, sixth position next season and change again the manager. I want players. I'm not accepting that excuse, man. The manager is just an excuse for me. It's not the manager. People needs to forget about that. It's not the manager. That's it.
Ismail Thakur, who is an Inter fan, I believe, is gloating.
Yeah, Inter fan, yeah.
Look at him. Look at them. Look at them. Wow. Pioli is trash. You're not going to get any sympathy by defending Pioli right now, Light.
Oh man, I'm not a politician. I'm not looking for sympathy.
Yeah, I like that answer. Maybe it will be a blessing if we don't make top. No. It's not a blessing. It's time to make the top 4. It's time. The time has arrived. It will force the management to make player better chances. I'm assuming. Carlo Moretti showing some love to our Inter fan. Youssef Shinkar says, facts, our team is trash, need investments. I don't think our team is trash. I think we have the players.
No, Roy, we need investment. We need a right wing. We need a left wing. We need a number 10. We need a striker, man.
For this season, as far as our objective was, I think we have a team.
This season, we had a great off season. We got lucky, good. We deserve it and everything. We had a great off season. But a normal season, that is the performance we do. That's the point we're gonna get with this team. We need a striker. You cannot rely on a season with 15 goals, Ibrahimovic. You need another striker that has at least 15.
To me, the biggest mistake Milan made was Mandzukic. It's like, why we already have a striker that is 39 years old that has going to have physical issues. Why go for another striker that is 36, 1 year of inactivity, and right away, like, this is common sense, soccer 101. It takes a long time before you gain match fitness. It doesn't happen in 2 or 3 months. It takes a long time for a 36-year-old of 1 year of inactivity. Serious. Ishmael says, I still want Milan to make it to the CL over Juve. Giulio Mucci says, this game was the same as the game against Atalanta. Elliott should sell the team if he will not spend the money. Louis Vuitton. So shit. Inter merda. Shame, says Tick Size. Amir, how you doing, Amir? Amir, I'm driving, can't type much. Basically, it's us or Juve. Also, not Pioli's fault. How you expect us to win with no striker? Half a year without Ibra being injured the whole time. Yep, I agree, and that's where we did a mistake with Mandzukic. I'm the only one who thinks Benacer has been really bad since return. No, you're not the only one, Joga Benito. You're definitely not the only one. We've all seen it, and it's unfortunate because we know that if this team is healthy, if this team is in the right mental state, this team is unbeatable. This team was unbeatable, but you know, there's vulnerabilities, and we were not able to cover those vulnerabilities. We cannot afford new players. We lost at least 100 million euros in COVID. The team is not trash. It's just young and raw. De Zerbi would do more with the squad. Mika, I like your assessment there. I do agree. De Zerbi is very interesting. I like De Zerbi a lot. I definitely like De Zerbi a lot. All right, Light, game is over.
Yeah.
3-0. It's official. Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. This game is over. It's going to the record books as a win for Lazio.
That's how I feel.
And we have 5 games left, and let's screw it up. Right now, guys, we're out of the Champions League. Right now, Milan is 5th out of the Champions League, back into the Europa League. Man, this hurts. This is some painful stuff.
So the problem of this table, and that's why I don't agree about Pioli or whatever, anything, any drastic change. The problem of this table is if we were 7th position all season and we actually gain a lot of points and we go 5th position, same points with Napoli, Juventus, and more than Lazio and Roma, we are all optimistic and we're like, oh yeah, we can make it. We're going to win the next one and we're going to go Champions League. But because we've been 1st position for the whole season, everyone is now, oh, we have a shit manager and we're not going to make it. I still think we're going to make it because I'm a supporter and I want to be positive. And I think Zlatan is going to score against Benevento. We're going to get those 3 points. And one of these teams are going to lose some points next week. I still believe we're going to make it. But people need to understand this team is built to go top 4, but not to go top 4 easily, without struggle. Because as Amir was saying in the comment, we played all the second half of the season without a striker. We're playing without a striker, man. It's just insane to think.
We're playing without a striker, but we could have, if Rebic was the striker, it would have been much better. But instead, Pioli, not anybody else, opted to insist on Leao, which has been extraordinarily detrimental not only to the team but the player. And that's a decision that Pioli made.
Listen, but everyone was writing on Twitter, on social media, put Mandzukic as a striker. We want Mandzukic. Mandzukic is better than Leao. And you see the result. We put Mandzukic and nothing happened. Actually, we were even more unstable than with Leao. Probably with Leao in the pitch, we're gonna lose 1-0 because we have a fresh young player that is running more than Mandzukic and is pressing more than Mandzukic. So the solution, no one really has the solution. Yeah. That's the problem.
Oh no, the solution was actually kind of, man, if you put Leao on the left and Rebic up top, that is the solution. That's it.
Okay, I agree with you with this point, but we don't know what's going on Milanello. Maybe Rebic is saying, I prefer to stay on the left. I play better on the left. I score more goals if I start from the left. I am more confident if I stay on the left. We don't know what is the talk in
Yeah, but the
Milanello, and
players don't make those kind of decisions.
yeah, but sometimes you have to listen to the players because the players needs to be happy and needs to believe in what you're telling them. Sometimes it's not easy to tell the players, listen, we need to put you as a striker.
But if you tell Rebic to play on as a striker, I don't think he wouldn't. He wouldn't be
Of course,
angry.
if
I mean,
if of course he's not going to say, oh no, I'm not playing as a striker, but we don't know what is the talk and what is the agreement and all the things, how he's performing during the training, if he's performing better on the left side than as a striker. There's a lot of things. It's not easy. The solution is Ibrahimovic. I don't want to
man,
see
why are you
it
making
for
so many
Çalhanoğlu. I
excuses
don't want
for
to see
Pioli?
Çalhanoğlu play. I don't want to see Çalhanoğlu play next game. I don't want to see him play next game.
No,
I think he's useless.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Right.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can hear you. If Leao would just play in his natural position, he's only 21. He doesn't have the experience to play as a center forward, because playing the center forward is very difficult. It's very difficult. You receive a ball in this area with everybody around you, and you have to you only have one touch, 1 second to make the right decision. You
Right.
kind of have to balance what is correct and what is wrong. Put Leao where he can run at players from the side, where he can do those diagonal runs, and place Rebic here, who does have the ability to shield the ball, play back to goal, and then play the layoffs. I mean, it's so simple. I can see it from my freaking from my chair here. How the hell is Pioli not seeing this?
But the thing is, I'm not saying he's not seeing that. Let's say this is January, and Pioli is telling Maldini and Massara and everyone is telling them, listen, I cannot play Leao
Tomorrow
as a
we're going to do
striker.
that.
So I cannot play Leao as a striker. Can you buy me an option, a solution? And they bring Mandzukic on the team to actually be the guy who's going to play instead of Ibrahimovic when Ibrahimovic is not available. And Mandzukic got injured 3 months. Now Pioli, what he's going to do? He's going to put another player, which is not a striker, because he asked for a striker. And that person is Leao, because Leao has pace and he can maybe go on a counter-attack, and because he knows that Rebic performs better on the left than as a striker. He's doing this thing. It's not an excuse. That's the way he's thinking.
Yeah,
good or bad, that's the way he's thinking.
That's a bad way of thinking.
We played with Rebic as a striker, and we didn't win. We lost, or we played poorly. We had that solution as well. Rebic is not scoring 20 goals a season.
Yeah, but never is Leao. Leao is worse.
Yeah, but so both the solutions are bad. That's what I'm saying.
No, one solution is clearly better than the other. I don't agree. Well, I think one solution is clearly better than the other.
No.
I mean, they're not ideal solutions. I give you that. Yeah, I agree there. I've said this before. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm saying still Rebic striker, Leao left. We could have done better than Mandzukic striker.
You think so?
Yeah. Mandzukic is dead. He's not running. He's dead.
Yeah, and his body language was all off too. Like, he seemed to be quite out of it. Like, you can tell how players, when you like Lazio, chest up, everybody, chin up, while Mandzukic was always kind of like limping and looking down and kind of shrugging the shoulders. A lot of that. Not good at all. Leao on left side, Diaz instead of Çalhanoğlu, and start Tonali as better side. I mean, right now, form has to mean something. Why not play Tonali there? And Brahim Diaz, Yeah, why not play Brahim Diaz from the start?
No, yeah, it's we have bad players. We have bad players. Charanoglu is a bad player. It's not good enough.
I mean, that is tough. Lariat is very tough. Except Inter, the rest of the teams have been crap this season, but still we're out of the top 4 next season will be more tough. Yeah.
I mean, Charanoglu is too slow. He's not good at dribbling. He's not creating. He's not being dangerous. He's just not good enough.
I mean, right now, that's the thing. Like, I want to be clear. Like, we've seen these players perform. We've seen these players beat Juve 4-2 in a moment where Juve was a very informed team. We've seen these players beat Inter. We've seen these players beat everyone in the Serie A pretty much. So it's now. What's going on with the team right now? Did the winter season transfer market have anything to do with it? Is it the management? Is it the tactics? Is it the medical staff? Is it all these contracts are distracting the players?
I'll tell you what happened. Chalanoglu
Huh?
at his peak. Chalanoglu at his peak on the first half.
Yeah.
Now he's playing at his average. I need a player that at his average is playing at the Chalanoglu's peak. You know what I mean? So Kaká at his average was at the Chalanoglu's peak. You know what I mean? So that's the type of player I need. I need that player that even he's having a bad game, he gets a chance, he scores, and you win the game. It's not Chalanoglu. That's it. You can change it. You can put another man. You can put Saki and Capello together to try to fix this team. They're not gonna get anything from this team because Chalanoglu is not good enough. Look. End of the story.
The team has a lot to do it because I remember when Saki came back to AC Milan. I don't know if some of you guys are aware of this. Some of you are more new, but Saki had 2 stints at Milan. The first one was super successful. Then he came back again. I believe it was 97, 98.
Yeah, it did really bad the second time.
And the second time he did really bad. Like the team was like 10th, finished the league 10th or something like that. Yeah. I think what needs to happen now is Pioli needs to see that the team doesn't have the form that they used to have, and he needs to make the tactical changes. Like, we don't need Mandzukic there in this right now. Why don't we put the midfielders? Okay, let's go like this: 3 midfielders. If you want to keep Chala, sure, fine. Maybe Benacer in the middle. Sarah in the middle. See on this side, Chala on this side. And here maybe you can have Leao, Rebic play something like this, or maybe have Salamaker here, Chala there, and Kessie here. I mean, today Salamaker is pretty much played as a central midfielder, so he could play that role. But at least we have 3 midfielders covering the space instead of just the 2. Because when we only had 2, we had so much space in these areas right here. They attacked this area the whole time. And then, of course, when all our team was in this area here attacking, we got caught on the counterattack all the time. Like, it is obvious that Milan has to do a tactical change at this point. Ancelotti did it in 2007, and that tactical change led Ancelotti to win the Champions League. So a tactical change right now seems to be the best solution. I wouldn't go with the 3-5-2 because that's a very big. That's a big difference going from 4 to 3. That consists a lot of work at this point. I would just add a midfielder into the mix, cover the spaces. And rather than attacking the 4th place, let's protect the 4th place. But right now, we have to attack the 4th place because we're out of the 4th place.
But this is AC Milan when we don't have the ball. This is in terms of not possession. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Salemaker goes a bit behind. Benacer in the middle. I can see half left, and Çalhanoğlu stays in the front. That's how we stay when we don't have the ball. The way you put it in now, that's the way.
Well, yes and no. The difference here is that Salamaker starts from a higher position, and in transition. So in transition, basically, when let's say Lazio wins the ball, and Lazio played vertical today, right? Lazio did not give Milan the time to come back and reposition themselves. So Salamakers was always chasing. This area was open. Like, you're right that when they get in position, they kind of look like they look like a 4-5-1 when they're in position. But in transition, the players were getting caught, and they don't have the physical ability to cover for some reason. Yeah, add a midfielder. Tonali, guys, is ready. Just put Tonali in. Let him play as a starting midfielder. The kid is ready to play. Let's read some of our friends what they're saying. Lart is tough. Is not tough. He's speaking facts. Hagwe needs to play. What happened to Hagwe? What happened to Hagwe? Don't renew Chala. He isn't a difference maker. I think we were being a little bit harsh, no?
Lart, no, man. Don't renew. No, we don't need Chala. We can do a season without Chala without any problem.
Wow. Ismail says, before taking Salah out, Rebic is the one we should be out. He don't make any impact today at all. Well, let's not get carried away. Since Salah arrived to Milan, he has only been really good for 6 months. Hakan shows up once every 15 games. No consistency. We've seen it his whole time at Milan. It's enough now. Wow. Hakan with a different coach, he played better. Look at how he played with Turkey. Yeah, different coach, different motivations. On the national team, it's a little bit different because the motivations are there. In national team, also, you're not talking about contracts. You're not talking about the business side. You're just going there and you're fighting for your country. Maybe this is a mistake. We could maybe here. How about this? Maybe this could be a mistake that Maldini and co are making. They're taking too long to renew the contracts, and this is unstabilizing the players. If these players would already had contracts signed, ready to go, maybe they'll be performing better. Because we do have a lot of players, or more than usual, key players that are going towards the end of their contract. Maybe we could address this, that the management is making a mistake with not finalizing these contracts and leaving it until the last moment. That could be something to talk about. Carlo Moretti says, the fact of the matter is we have one of the highest wage bills in Italia. I believe the third. And that's the player we have. Vaffanculo. Chala, vattene. He doesn't know, like, he's not a number 10, Carlo says. How about Rebic on left, Hagwe center, and Brahim Alexis on right? Hagwe center, we haven't seen him play in the center. How was Salamaker substituted? Yes. Why? Like, okay, Lart, do you think that substituting Salamakers today was the right choice?
No, it wasn't the right choice. And see, that's because I'm really upset with Çalhanoğlu. That he has the trust of the manager. He has the trust of the team, and he's not performing. Pioli doesn't change him. Pioli really relies on Çalhanoğlu a lot. And the team relies a lot on him, and he still is not performing. So trust is there. The team wants him. He's not performing, so I think it's on him now. And yes, Salamaker should have been on the pitch, but I don't think with Salamaker on the pitch we could have won the game again. The game was dead from 2-0. 2-0, the game was dead.
Some might say the game was dead from 1-0.
Yeah, maybe 1-0. I mean, we had those clear chances. If you have a great player, you score that and you open the game. You change the mood of the team, and you can win the game. But you don't have a great player. The average player make a mistake in front of the goal, and this is history, man. This game is history. We are talking about something that doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
That's my point of view. Next season, we need players that actually are better than this. That's it.
Look at these scores that Saif brings up. 2-2 versus Genoa, 2-2 versus Parma, 2-2 versus Verona, 1-1 versus Udinese, 1-1 versus Sampdoria. These are teams that have a really, like I think Carlo Moretti earlier was talking about wages, right? The wage difference between Milan and these teams is astronomical. So these are games that Milan should have theoretically won, correct? We can all agree that on paper Milan should have won these games. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10 points that we lost.
I'll tell you which is the game. With the only game we should have won, in my opinion, is the one against Sampdoria. 1-1.
Are you talking about the performance on the field?
About the performance, what I've seen. At the end, that's one of the game we should have won. Because against Parma 2-2, we done everything. We had 3 posts, and we managed from 2-0 to go 2-2. But with Sampdoria, we gave them the goal. We were 0-0. Teo Hernandez gave the ball to Quagliarella, and it's 1-0 for them. And we managed to do 1-1. But if we don't give a chance to Sampdoria, we manage to find the goal and we win 1-0. That's the fact.
Thuong Bui says, Pioli hasn't found a backup formation when it comes to face with opponents playing 3-5-2. Yes, we have struggled against these 3-5-2 teams, Inter, Atalanta today. It is quite interesting that right now in the top 4, there are 2 teams. Number 1 and number 2 both play 3-5-2. What do you think about that, Larry?
And the funny thing is they play completely different. You know what I mean?
True.
One is playing on a counter-attack. The other one is dominating the game and high press. So the formation is the same, but the approach is different. I think the 3-5-2 is a great formation when you don't have great players, or when you are in a difficult period when you actually need workers in the pitch. They work hard and run, and they give everything. That is a great formation because covers all the pitch perfectly. So it's not a coincidence. Basically, Inter it was in that phase of kind of rebuilding. So Conte relied on the 3-5-2, and he managed to rebuild the team. And in 2 years, is getting the title. On the other side, Gasperini actually is playing really well because he knows the players he has in the defense and in the midfield are good players, but not excellent players. So he needs to put a lot of players in that position of the pitch. And he has great strikers. So what he does, he creates an high press. He runs more than the opponent. He covers the field better. And he gives chances to the 2 great strikers, and they capitalize. So that's the whole, in my opinion, the whole strategy they're using.
And another thing, I was watching Atalanta play against Bologna. I saw the game, and Atalanta plays very high on the offense, and they're very capable of keeping the ball in this area here of the offense and just some maneuvering through the defenders. So aside of all those other things, they even have technically, they're way more proficient than Milan is at this current moment, and because that's the kind of football that Milan likes to play. This technical, traditionally, this technical football in which they can keep the ball in this area and then create chances. But it's a mess right now. Right now, when Milan has the ball in this area, it's a mess, and it's just the way it is, guys. It's just the way it is. Ibra usually solves those issues. Lawrence, if we were to play a 3-5-2, how would you organize your team? Tell me. Let me draw it out for you.
If you have to, I will go for Okay, Romagnoli,
So,
Kier, and Tomori.
okay, so let's and who would you take out for Romagnoli?
I'll take Çalhanoğlu.
So you would take out Çalhanoğlu, Romagnoli. So you would go, and who would you put in the middle? Who would be the player in the middle?
I will put in the middle Benacer, Tonali, and Kessie. With the
No, in the middle of the three.
I will put Romagnoli.
So Romagnoli in the middle, so he plays more as regista difensivo. Okay, so like this. All right, and then in let's look at the wings now. So I'm assuming Theo Calabria, right?
Yeah, Theo Calabria or Kalulu or Dalot on the right, whatever, who feels better.
Okay.
And I'll put in the middle Benacer, Tonali, and Kessie. Kessie a bit more further.
Okay. So Benacer the regista.
Yeah.
Right? Kessie like this, and then you put Tonali here. I'm assuming I would put Tonali for Çalhanoğlu. Yeah, no Çalhanoğlu.
Yeah.
So Tonali. Oh, guys. Okay. So like this.
Yeah.
And you have
two strikers.
Who would you put?
I'll put because Zebra is not available. I'll put Rebic and Leao.
So this is what your formation, what your 3-5-2 would look like.
If Ibra is available, I will go for Leao or Rebic, one of them. I mean, who is more suitable for that game? But still, I don't think we have the right players. I don't think I will see more like a playing Dalot left defensively and Theo instead of on the left wing. You know what I mean? I don't think Hernandez is doing well defensively.
So you would say you'd go back to the. Yeah, I like that idea actually. I like that idea. Put Hernandez on the left wing and Dalot as a fullback, and then just keep the rest, based on whatever the rotations are. I like that idea because Hernandez could play that position right now since we have these problems. But Ibrahimovic, Laird, like, I don't know if you saw his interview, but he was saying, people, think I'm old, and they're underestimating me, right? But he is old, and he has missed more than half a season.
Yeah.
So, what do you say about that?
I'll say that he's done a lot. That's it. That's what I say. He's done a lot for this team, and I believe he's not the issue. I believe with a better team, he can score more than 50 goals. He can even score 20 goals or 25 goals. And I believe the issue is all on the three behind the striker. They are not good enough. And as much you can say Ibrahimovic is gonna miss a lot of games even next season, if you have a good number 10, a good right wing, a left wing, even if you put Leao or Rebic as a striker, they're gonna score goals because you create more chances with good player. Unfortunately, Çalhanoğlu, Selemaker, Rebic, they don't have consistency. So some games they don't create enough. Some games they create. Some games they are good. Some games they are average. So that's the part of the pitch we're lacking the most. That's why I want to put Theo Hernandez on the left So you have a guy that actually runs a lot, goes at the end of the line and crosses, tries to dribble. He fights, he means it. You know what I mean? He puts the effort. And I think him lacking defensively is because he's still not good enough as a defender, not because he's not putting concentration or effort. So that's why I will put him more further and have a more and he's more defensive, so he can actually run a bit more and be more dangerous.
Yeah, it's a good proposal. It's definitely a good proposal.
I
I mean,
I hope Pioli is considering that. At this point, is the
I
only option we have.
I don't really think so. I don't think he would do that. Someone said something that I think this was it. Vesu Garg says not only Pioli is out of his depth, that's funny, but also he has no fire, and that reflects on the players as well. Had Gattuso been our coach today, he would have killed some players for those butterfly shots. Um, Now, as far as my experience goes, you definitely need to be very aggressive with your players. You need to do that. You need to transmit to them a fighting spirit. Allegri was very good at doing that in his way. Gattuso is very good at doing that because we've seen that. Ancelotti, even in his docile approach of coaching, was able to put out warriors on the pitch. Um, Conte, he puts warriors on the pitch. Pirlo puts ballerinas on the pitch. Gasperini puts warriors on the pitch. Uh, so at this crucial moment of the season, where every game is a fight based on tactical astuteness, fire, your fighting spirit, is this where Pioli's career never brought him to that top level? Is it because of how he approaches these parts of the season where he doesn't transmit to the players that fire, that energy? Do you see that at all?
No, man, because that uh, 2 months ago, Gattuso didn't have Mertens and Osimhen, and Napoli was doing shit.
Hold on before you go on. But I'm just talking about the final part of the season, the finale, the final rush.
Well, Gattuso has been in this position and never put us on the top four. So even shouting to the player, it didn't get the job done. So people, I don't know. At the end of the season, let's see who's gonna get the job done. Gattuso without two strikers, without Mertens and Osimhen was shit. And Aurelio De Laurentiis was saying, "I'm gonna fire him." He was gone. He was gone. He got the two strikers back, Osimhen and Mertens, and now he's scoring 5 goals to Lazio. Now somebody can tell me, is the manager better, or now he has two proper strikers and he's doing goals?
Gattuso's form recently has been quite excellent, so he's been doing really well right now. And yes, his team is coming back. I mean, our team kind of came back too. We have a lot of people here that are really kind of tired of Pioli. So the question is, if Pioli doesn't make the top five, should he stay or should he go? I saw Milan Butch here say something quite harsh and hard. He said, whether we make it to the Champions League or not, get rid of Pioli. Y'all, we saw a lot of stuff I put in town further. The guy can't even cross anymore. Panics as fuck and passes to the opposition. His mind is way off. Gattuso have a worse team at Milan compared to this present team. I think Gattuso will do an excellent job with this team. Pioli's halfway out after this match. Milan has too much riding on getting into the top four. It's result based on business, remember. How we get a majority of starters back, and now we drop in more points. Good point. Very good point. Look, if Pioli makes the top four, I think he should probably be the coach. I think he should if he makes the top four. But if he doesn't make the top four, I don't see why continuing with Pioli would make sense. Like, I mean, where I disagree, I mean, I don't know if we really disagree here, like, or we don't, but I think that Pioli does have a team to make the top four.
No.
You don't think so? You don't think so?
Inter has a better team than Milan.
Yes.
Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Juventus has a better team than Milan.
Yes. Roster-wise, yes.
Yeah, and Napoli and Lazio, in my opinion, has a better team than Milan.
I don't think Lazio has a better team than Milan, roster-wise.
Okay, Napoli has a better team than Milan.
I don't know.
I think so. They have better attacking team.
I think Ibrahimovic makes the difference.
But Ibrahimovic is not playing, man.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. That's a problem. It's not Ibrahimovic at 30 years old. If it was Ibrahimovic at 30 years old, we win the Serie A with this team. Ibrahimovic is 40 years old. I don't think we have such a great team. We have a good team, and I think he's doing the most out of it. And I've said that so many times that I'm not gonna, because now people think Pioli is my father, and I really care about his career. I don't give a shit about his career. Seriously, I really don't give a shit. For me, Pioli can get fired tomorrow. I'm still gonna support AC Milan. Just I really want this club to spend some money because we are so close to have a decent team. We really are so good. We need two great players. That's it.
Yeah, for next season for sure.
First year Conte got Lukaku, 80 million euro. Second year got Hakimi, 50 million euro. And in between Eriksen, 20 million. Can AC Milan buy 3 players at that level?
Yeah, but those players are not going to go to a team that is not competing in the Champions League.
Well, I don't care, man.
Well, I mean, but we have to make it into the Champions League in order to get those kind of players. Right now, we are relying on under 21s.
Yeah, that's a big issue.
I've never seen. I mean, it's good because you don't get to see many under 21s do so well. So the future looks bright, but now is the question. Now. Mika says, Pioli has never been a really top guy. Gattuso's at least won a trophy in his career. Gattuso's won a trophy. Gattuso's won many trophies. This guy in white is really pissing me off with Larry, did you read that?
What is it?
This guy in white is really pissing me off with his Pioli defense.
Oh my god. Whatever.
I've been Pioli out since we lost against Atalanta. Knew it was coming sooner or later of being in the banter area and slipping away. Youssef says, we're making it more complicated than it is. Pioli's done a good in this team, but the players are just not good enough. So Youssef is more on your side of the argument. Right. Carlo Moretti says, I swear, hearing Pioli shout bravo every 2 minutes is grinding my gears. Bravo Ante, bravo. Other teams being very shit at the start of the season made us look invincible. I'm not saying we are not top 4 material because we are, but we're not as great as other people say we are. Bravo Rade. Let's be realistic. Even if Pioli doesn't get sacked this season, he will still get sacked next season. So it's better we get a manager before the start of the season. Hey, guys, we have a guest coming in. Mr. Jan. Hold on. Mr. Jan, how are you doing, my sir?
Oh, hello. I didn't know if you guys would still be on. I just thought I'd quickly bob on.
Yes. No, we're here. We're here discussing this incredible defeat. What are your thoughts?
Oh, boys, I don't know where to begin. I really don't know where to start. I'm fuming. I don't know where to start. Obviously, I think Pioli got a couple of substitutions wrong, but I'm going to sound like a broken record. You don't win football games if you don't score goals. It's as simple as that. It's just as simple as that, I think. When you're creating 3 or 4 good goal scoring opportunities at 1-0 down and you don't take one of them, that's just fundamentally where you lose a game. And then when you've got players like, I don't know, Teo not being able to complete a 5-yard pass, Benacer and Kessie losing key midfield battles, Tomori getting beat 1-on-1, Gijo falling on his ass, and that's not even taking into account the refereeing decisions. I mean, if Kessie goes down and isn't honest, it's a penalty.
Right.
The referee overturning, not overturning the second goal when VAR told him to overturn it. It's just little things like that, and I hate to blame referees for a loss because ultimately we still lost 3-0 and so much work did go wrong. But like I said, unless you take your chances, you just don't score goals.
Yeah.
And
Mandzukic, what is that?
Mandzukic, Hakan, Rebic, and then just sloppy errors. What I will say is, and I think I banged on about it for the last month or so since I've been coming on with you guys, is how good Salamakers is for us.
He was great
fantastic tonight.
I was so upset when Pioli took him out. That decision made no sense to me. Like, he was the player that was given the most energy. He was, he was looking for the ball. He was obviously the most informed player. Why would you take him out?
Yeah, that's what I said. Pioli's made a couple of bad subs. That's one of them for me. The Romagnoli for Kier, and there was another one, and I can't think what it was now, that confused me. But then Dalot had a good game when he came on. I thought Diaz looked bright. Even Leao was pressing and doing some good bits. He even created a couple of chances. So they weren't bad, but just Salamakers coming off and Kier not necessarily Kier coming off. I just don't understand the Romagnoli substitution.
Yeah. So, Jan, something that we've been discussing here with all our friends watching and Laert is Pioli in, Pioli out. A lot of people are like very much so against Pioli's recent form. But Laert thinks that it's not Pioli's fault, that he shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We're on the same page. We've already had this discussion today on Twitter, haven't we? Look, of course you can blame Pioli for some of the substitutions, but maybe tactically it might have gone a bit wrong. But and it's just, I suppose it is a broken record. But when you're missing your key striker that scored 15 goals in 17 games this season, what do you want him to do? If anything, this season was lost. If each not lost the season, sorry, let me rephrase that. The downward spiral came when we didn't recruit in January. That's on Maldini. That's not on Pioli. It's not on Pioli when Gijo's conceding easy goals, when Teo's making stupid passes, when Mandzukic, Leao, Rebic, Çalhanoğlu can't finish, when Kessie down and double his wage and he's vanished for the past couple of games. And I know not many players like Mete, but do you know what? At least he shows a bit of passion for us. I'm not saying he's perfect, and he's not, but last couple of games he hasn't actually been that bad, mate. Maybe Kessie's just exhausted because he's had to carry the team on his back all season.
No, arguably the big mistake was Mandzukic. Just relying on a player that has been 1 year inactive. They should have gotten maybe a youngster. That was a big risk. They took a risk.
Just keep Colombo.
I think the trouble with Mandzukic is it was a signing that you couldn't say no to.
At the time, right?
At the time, in hindsight, it's a wonderful thing, but at the time, it was a signing you can't say. You couldn't say no to it. It made so much. It made so much sense. But this is where I'll come back to the recruitment side of it. Torino was struggling in January, and if you believe in your own project and you have ambition to win the league and you have ambition to be in the top four, and you know you're going to achieve that, just give them the money for Belotti. Pay that extra 10 million if you have to, but it's a goal scorer that would have probably provided another 10 to 15 goals in the second half of this season. An out-and-out goal scorer in the past 5 or 6 games would have buried so many of them chances. It's unreal.
That is absolutely correct. We need some big dick energy. David says. Saif says, and also, what the fuck?
Gigio Donnarumma out of that team.
Yeah, go ahead.
And if I ever see him wear the captain's armband again, I'll give up. He doesn't deserve that captain's armband. Laughing. I don't know if you've seen. Sorry, go on.
No. Finish your thought, but I want to ask you something.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi is just a little bit behind. I don't know if you've seen it, but the pictures of Donnarumma laughing with.
I think he got disconnected. Are you still there, John?
Yeah, I'm still there. Sorry, guys. My Wi-Fi is really playing up.
It's okay.
I don't know if you've seen the pictures of Donnarumma laughing at the end of the game with Reina, but when you've just conceded 3 goals, and you're wearing the captain's armband, the last thing you should be doing is laughing with the opposition. You should be in that dressing room kicking 10 bells out of every single player, and that's not a captain.
One thing I was bringing up earlier. Do you think that Milan and Maldini and company, they've made a mistake in not concluding or finalizing these contracts before and letting them just keep on going? Do you think that is affecting the team and the players?
Personally, no, because from what we know is these contract negotiations have been going on for months, and Maldini can't put a gun to the head and say sign the contract. If the players don't want to sign the contract, what can he do? Yes, maybe they should have been wrapped up in the summer before, and if not sold, but it's hard. It's hard. Like, you look at Ibrahimovic, he loves Milan. He wants to be at Milan. He's just gone and signed a contract. You're right, it's an extra 7 million for a player that he's probably past it, but still influential. But I don't think that bit's on Maldini. The bits that are on Maldini in the hierarchy is not investing in the squad in January. When you're top of the league and your investments are Mandzukic on a free, Mate on loan, and centre-back on loan, that's where there's no ambition. And I think Pioli's been hung out to dry a little bit.
Wow. Okay, so you're giving more of the blame onto the club, huh? And its decisions in the transfer market, more so the winter transfer market.
That's not my total blame, but I think that's a big part of it. Like, you just have to look into the reason why they're at the top of the table is because of Lukaku. You take Lukaku out of that team, and they're exactly where we are now, not scoring goals. You look at Juventus, you take Ronaldo out of that team, they're not where they are now. Atalanta are an exception because everyone scores and they're just a really good, fun attacking team to watch. Napoli, now they've got Osimhen back. They're firing goals in. They're playing good football again. Every good team needs a striker to win your games, to win your points. Because ultimately, if you don't score goals,
if Ibra wasn't, injured half a season this season, I mean, Ibra scored in 17 games. He scored 15 goals. Okay, that was his average goal per game. So if Ibra was younger, obviously, and less injuries, who knows? Jan, this is for you. Mika says, Jan, when players make errors, it shows their concentration is low. The coach's job is tactical, but also man management to keep the players switched on. Pioli has lost this dressing room. Wow.
I don't. Were we all watching the same game in the first half? Because some of the players didn't look like Pioli had lost the dressing room in the first half. The way that some of them were playing, they were playing good football. I think we created 3 or 4 decent scoring opportunities in the first half. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were actually all right. It's just lack of finishing.
Well, one of the things we have noticed is that when Milan comes to shooting, it's like they don't put any power behind those feet. It's like these shots are just like they're like butterflies, going towards the hands of the goalkeeper. That's because Milan had an opportunity with Mandzukic in front of goal, a weird angle on a volley, but still no power, straight into Reina's hands. Çalhanoğlu have a great opportunity in front of goal where he took too much time to assess where he was, what he was going to do. And when he did take the shot, it was a powerless shot. Salamakers took another powerless shot. In the first half, we had really good opportunities to ask good questions. But why do you think they're taking these BS shots? Like, what's going on there?
I think that's all on Pioli. If you ask half of or 3/4 of Milan Twitter, it's all Pioli's fault that the players are putting any power behind the shots, because clearly it's Pioli missing him, apparently. This is where it just gets me wound up, because yes, he's not blameless in the whole thing. Of course he's not. But I just players like Hakan, you're asking for double your wages and you can't shoot with your left foot. It's just, I don't get it.
That's a problem.
I'm not a brilliant footballer, but I can use both feet. So I expect a professional footballer asking for 5 million plus a year to be able to shoot pass with both feet, especially in the position that he plays as a number 10. Could you imagine Kaká not being able to use both feet? Or Seedorf not being able to use both feet, or Rui Costa not being able to use both feet? It's crackers. The one thing I will say is, and this is where I still don't think Pioli gets the credit, he has made this Milan side overachieve and made us believe that these players are a lot better than what they are, and now their flaws are beginning to show. And if you want to blame that on Pioli, blame it on Pioli, but I don't think the blame's fully with him.
I agree with you, man. It's like people are not realizing that this team was 12th position. The same players. They were 12th position a year ago. That's the same players with another manager. And some people say, Gattuso had a weaker team. Gattuso had Calabria on the right, man. And Calabria is another player with Pioli. Gattuso had Çalhanoğlu, Kessie on the middle. Gattuso had he had the same team, man. That's not a Pioli, man. I don't want the club to fire Pioli and don't buy any player and put another manager. I want the club to keep Pioli and buy 2 big players.
Exactly.
That's what I want to see. I don't know what other people say. That's my opinion, and I'm not moving from this. Even if we don't go top 4, I want big players, man.
I agree, and people are calling for Allegri to come in charge. Do you really think Allegri is going to take over this team with Çalhanoğlu as a number 10, with Leao having to play up front, with Teo at left back? Yeah, it's just not going to happen. Allegri would need a full rebuild of this squad. Maybe keep 2-3 players, but he needs world-class players to make his system work. Sarri, these players are technically enough to play under Sarri. They're not. I'm sorry. The pressing side, yes, but the actual technicality side of it, he'd need more players to make this side work. And yes, are them coaches upgrades on Pioli? Of course they are. But do you really think the management are going to back their managers this summer when they wouldn't even back Pioli when we were first in the league in January to keep the momentum going? This is where Milan fans just kind of need to look at the bigger picture sometimes and think. You look at Gattuso when we were 10 minutes off finishing the Champions League, and then we shit ourselves and we press the reset button, and we found ourselves in 12th place with Gianpaolo and a wasted season. He only saved that season. He put some credibility on that season. And then fast forward it to January, and we're top of the league, comfortably top of the league. Even with all the injuries that we've had, even with everything else on top of us, and yet they still don't back him. They still sign him. I actually like Mate, but the ambition's not there by signing Mate. The ambition's not there by signing Mandzukic. And it's just not. So if you want to blame Pioli, blame him. I don't really care. That's your opinion, but I will stick by him until he gives me a reason not to. And currently, he's not giving me a reason not to. The people that give me a reason not to back this kind of project are these players that are asking for stupid money, like Gigio, like Akon. They're the type of players that are letting this side down. They're the type of players that in games like this earn the big money and win us the games, not go fucking hide. And that's just the way that I see it.
No, you're definitely right. I mean, Hakan is asking for all this money, but he's not producing, there has to be balance there. There has to be, he has to deserve it, If these guys want more money, they need to bring the team to the Champions League. Exactly. Because with the Champions League, we'll have more money, so we can, they can give you more money. So they have to earn it. I agree there 100%. And right now, they're not. They really are.
I've seen one of the comments saying that I'm just making excuses, but I think the facts are there. Did we create enough chances when we were 1-0 down to be 2-1 up, 3-1 up? I believe we did. Did the referee kill the game? I believe he did, because 2-0, that 1-0 is such a fine scoreline, especially when you're on top. Then there's a free kick on the edge of the area and you don't give it and they go down the other end and score. That's a clear and obvious error that hasn't been given. That's killed the game. It's not an excuse. It's just a pure fact. The only reason time the video assistant referee will get involved is if it's clear and obvious error. And he told him to go look at the screen, which means there was an infringement and it should have been overturned, and it wasn't.
I mean, so we all saw it.
Yeah,
we all saw that was foul.
It's just a fact, and it's another case of Italian referees having too much pride and not wanting to be wrong instead of actually playing the game by the law, and it's ridiculous.
And did you see Orsato's reaction after he saw the replay? I don't know if you noticed, but Orsato saw the replay. We all saw it was a clear foul because the player went straight into Çalhanoğlu's ankle, or bending the ankle, and Orsato's reaction was like, "Ma vaffanculo," as in saying, "Why did you waste my time with this? This is not a foul. It's a goal." It's like,
because he's already made his mind up.
Right. He doesn't want the backlash from the Lazio fans. I don't know what it is. But yeah, that was a clear foul. Should have been disallowed. But I do want to say that Lazio looked like the better team. No matter how we want to look at it, Lazio looked like they're the better team to me.
That's the thing. That's where I'm getting criticism. Where I'm not saying Lazio were the better team. I'm just saying if we take our chances when we had the chances, this is a totally different game. It's just a fact.
Oh yeah. That's for sure. John's accent is better than John's accent is better than Çalhanoğlu's decision making. Laird, you've been very quiet there. Very angry. Laird, with his new haircut, he's very angry.
I'm like 100% agreeing with John, and I will fire Pioli when you buy to him Berardi, Belotti, and you buy a proper player, and he actually finished 5th or 6th. I'll fire him, because I'm telling him, listen, Berardi is doing 13 goals with Sassuolo a year. Belotti is doing 15 goals. Zlatan can do another 15 goals. I'm giving you the players, I'm giving you players to actually get those numbers. And I'll fire you if you don't get the results. But I'm giving you players that score 5 goals a season. That's the thing. I'm giving you players that scores 1 goal every 2 years. Samu Castillo. I'm giving Rebic 7 goals a season. Leao 6 goals a season. Çalhanoğlu 2 goals a season. What is this? How you can fucking go top 4 with this player? I think he's doing a great job. I'm really happy with Pioli. I cannot even think of a better manager than Pioli right now.
Do you know what the thing is? The Curva Sud get a lot of hate that I have. So they go there, they support the team week in, week out for all the bullshit, and they still support Pioli because they're not blind. They've seen
Exactly.
the shit we've had, and I'm sorry, and it's no disrespect to anyone because obviously I can't even go to the games myself week in, week out, but people from each part of the world on all the different continents are giving their opinion, but these fans who are seeing it week in, week out can understand how good Pioli is doing for a job at Milan. He's actually seen that he cares. He's putting some respect back on the name. And once again, it's towards the end of Gianni Berlusconi, we're getting let down by the management not spending money and backing. And that's what's going to let us down.
And that's a great segue to this comment right here that Makaya brings up. He says, Laird and Jan, Milan made 100 million loss in COVID. Be realistic, we cannot afford world-class players. Maldini knows this. The project is to sign young players and develop a team.
That's fair enough.
I just want to... Sorry,
fair enough.
You guys go on. I want to show something, but you guys keep walking. I have the final year report of AC Milan.
Yeah,
Actually,
please
AC
do.
Milan, I'm going to show it if I find that. Actually, AC Milan saved just no renewing some players. Their budget, basically they were spending 160 million on wages, and now they are spending 90 million on wages. So they put all the wages down at the moment. So that's why they don't want to give 11 million to Donnarumma and 7 million to Çalhanoğlu, because they want to keep the wages around 90 million expense a year. So they're saving money. Actually, they're making more. They're doing better than the previous year. And next season, hopefully, if the stadiums are full, they're gonna make another 40 million with the stadium. So if they go in Champions League, I can find that. I have it. You can go to the website and find it.
Yeah, so what I was going to say is, that's fine. If you want to back the youth project and stuff, I want to back the youth project. That's fine. But then you can't give Pioli shit for working with shit. Do you know what I mean? If I'm a chef, if you want me to cook some food, you can't give me, a bad knife. You can't give me a screwdriver to slice my meat with. You can't give me a lamp to cook my food on. You can't have shit and do well with shit. And Pioli has done, but he just hasn't been backed. In January, he wasn't backed. I think you could even argue to a certain extent he wasn't backed in the summer after the good run we went on.
No.
Jan, so Micah has this comment here for you. And what I'll read it out loud. Jan makes excuses for Pioli even on the podcast. Can you tell me exactly what he has achieved in a 10-year career? Bring on a proven coach. That's
like
what
I said,
Mike believes.
Go sign Allegri and then see where you are. See where you are next season, because it won't be in the top 4 with this squad. Go sign Sarri. You won't be in the top 4 with this squad. Milan fans haven't got the patience for that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't have the patience. I've been way too patient. Look, I'm a little bit of a different opinion than you guys, but I definitely see what you guys are saying, and you bring out, I believe that Pioli is failing right now. Right now. But I think the coach. Okay, so there was a comment here. Now, obviously, we're all entitled to our opinions and all that good stuff. There was a comment back here that Eastbourne had brought up regarding the players are training and they're all happy and they're smiling. I don't know. Like, I remember when Allegri won that Scudetto in 2011, and it was the last games of the season. I remember that they were reporting on the trainings, and they were saying that the trainings were so intense that the players were just going at each other that they had to stop the trainings because they were scared that the players were going to hurt each other because it was so intense. And that's how. Yeah, go ahead.
Would Allegri have won the Scudetto without Ibrahimovic in the prime?
I don't think so. No.
Would Inter win the Scudetto this year without Lukaku?
No, I don't think so. But 1 second, hold on, John. Let me just finish. So my question, even because as my experience as a coach, is it that you are treating the final rush of a season in a way that is not conducive to achieving your objectives? It's a question I have, because the final rush of a season is different from the first rush, the middle rush. It's like a marathon has stages. Every stage is different. You approach every stage different. Is he messing up the final stage? That's just a question I have. But yes, as far as the players, John, what you were saying, yeah, of course, Lukaku, no Inter, different story. Ronaldo, no Juve, different story. Absolutely.
Is he messing it up? But what changes would you make today from the lineup, starting lineup?
Say again. Repeat that.
What changes do you make from the starting lineup today?
I don't know if it's about changes or it's just how he's managing the team in the training ground, how he's motivating the team, how he is transmitting the importance of his final rush. Is it going through? What is going on? Why are the players not so efficient anymore in that final third? Something is happening.
Well, I'll tell you why, man. And this is all on the club. Europa League, put the Primavera. We don't care about that because we don't have a team to compete for 65 games a season. We have a team to handle 45 games a season. So fuck the Europa League. I want the top 4. So rest all the best players so they don't get injured, and you get through the final run properly, and you go top 4. That's the club. You go in on the dressing room and you tell the players, we don't give a shit about the Europa League. No one cares. We want to go top 4 because we can get 100 million plus on TV rights next season. And football is money. You want a renewal, you fucking get those 3 points in the weekend. And who gives a shit about Thursday? And you put the second team Thursday. You get out of the Europa League. You play the same every week. You play one game, and you actually make 6 points more or 7 points more, and you have 70, 75 points now, not 66. It's all on the club. The club needs to understand. I'm not going to buy Mandzukic because it's 36. I'm actually, you know what? I'll keep Colombo, and I'll tell Pioli, don't worry. I don't give a shit about the Europa League. Just do well in Serie A. Play Colombo in Europa League. You go out, you do a favor to everyone. Everyone on Twitter was saying we're going to win the Europa League this season, man. And these are the same people are saying, oh, we need to sack Pioli. I don't trust the evaluation of these people. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, I don't trust the evaluation of these people because I think people who say we're going to win the Europa League are really not living in this planet. That's the fault. Fault is on the club. The club needs to say, listen, we're not spending money on Mete, on Mandzukic. Keep the team you have. Fuck the Europa League. Just play the Serie A. Fuck the Coppa Italia. Just lose against Torino. Let Torino go forward. And play the Serie A. We get those 6 points more. And we are 72 points now. We're not risking the Champions League. And we go top 4. That's an experienced club. That's Adriano Galliani what does. Adriano Galliani, when he was in Europa League, with the time Ronaldinho was at AC Milan, and Leonardo was the manager, Adriano Galliani told Leonardo, fuck the Europa League. I don't give a shit. I want this team to go top 4. And that team finished top 4. They lost in Europa League. They went out against Wolfsburg. I don't remember, a German team. And at the end, we went top 4 because we had to play just one game a week.
I mean, wow. I mean, shit. I mean, so you're blaming the Europa League for all of this?
Oh, Europa League, 100%. How many injuries we had at that period of the season? How many people got injured in that period of the season? How many points we lost because we were playing Thursday and we lost points Sunday or Monday, or during the week against Udinese, against Spezia, against all these teams? We played
Damn. What do
two
you think,
games
what do you
against.
think about?
We played four. We played 8 games more than Inter this season. 8 games more than Inter. That's a lot. That's a lot. It means for 8 weeks you had 1 game more than the competitors.
That's a lot of games. 8 games.
Yeah, for a team that actually is not, you don't have the depth to win.
John, what do you think about what Larry just said about the Europa League? Do you agree with that?
I agree with it to a certain extent because you could argue it has cost us, but I do think a club like Milan should be competing in any competition that they play in. But that's just my opinion. I think winning games is a big momentum swayer. And I think I was speaking to the lads in the group chat, and I genuinely believe the season turned around when we lost that Coppa Italia game to Inter because we gave them a lot of self-belief.
Yeah.
And our heads dropped. That was a bad game for us. Ibra actually, I think, cost us that game, but so did the referee. I think Lukaku and Ibra should have been sent off at full time. But that's one of the games where I think it was lost. And what I will say about just going back to missed chances without trying to repeat myself. If you look back to the Inter game where we lost 3-0, like we did today against Lazio, we lost in the exact same manner where 1-0 down, we had more than enough to turn the game on its head. But because we didn't have, it would just come back from injury, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure. But because we didn't have a goal scorer and missing easy chances, it cost us. And they're the games that are costing us. I think there's a handful of games where we've played extremely poor this year, and you can't blame missed chances. But there's been games that we've lost and we've drawn that the finishing has cost us massively.
Yeah. Yeah.
But by the way, this is the expenses of AC Milan in the previous year.
All right, show us, Larry. Show us the.
So as you can see here, I can do the. You can see this the cost of the wages of the players and everyone around the club is 160 million. The previous year was 184 million. So it was almost 200 million wages for a team that is not going top 4, man. That is bad management. That is bad management.
Wow,
Previous year when Pioli.
Sorry, Larry. Before you, who was in the team last year that was earning that much more money?
There was Biglia, there was
Musacchio,
Laxal. There was Laxal, how do you call it? Bonaventura.
Reina.
There is a lot of Reina. There is a lot of players that we didn't renew, and a lot of players that we sold. Paquetá, we sold him, and we put a lot of youngster. Piontek was earning a lot of money. Suso. The one who went in Germany. Who is the other one?
Andre Silva.
So
Higuain.
we were Higuain, exactly.
Caldara.
We were 160 million. This season, 2020, 2021, we are 90 million. 90 million. Basically almost half of what we were 2 years ago. And I can show you how much AC Milan earns a year. Here you go. This is the value. Income from broadcasting, 72 million. Sponsorship income, 36 million. Probably with Ibrahimovic, it goes to 50 million, maybe. Income from matches usually is 23 million when the team is shit. No one goes to the stadium. If the team is good, you can make, I don't know, 35 million, maybe 40 million a season.
You look at games like the Manchester United game, that would have brought in tickets. That would have brought in sales. It's stuff like that.
It's really poor, man. 200 million. We make 200 million and we spend 300 million. Next season, players like Çalhanoğlu, they're not going to renew because are not a good player, you ask a lot of money. You don't bring sponsorship. You don't bring people in the stadium. You don't bring titles. So fuck off. Donnarumma, another player, he wants 12 million. He doesn't win games. He doesn't bring us in the top 4. He's not scoring goals. He's not essential. So that's it. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Honestly, I think he did make a good save tonight, Donnarumma, but
He did have
I'd
that,
be
but
tempted.
yeah.
I'd be tempted to play Tatarashanu till the end of the season now. And I know people are going to slate me for that, but what's the difference at the minute? Apart from
That's a big risk, because if you lose, then the coach is going to be under the radar there.
It's a big risk, but in his last 4 or 5 Milan games, he's kept 4 or 5 clean sheets.
Sorry?
Milan, 7 Champions League, we make 190 million of sponsorship, broadcasting. Why you play the Europa League? Why you do the first team in the Europa League? That's crazy. It's a business like that. You need to make this value, the broadcaster needs to be 150. Sponsorship goes double because it goes 10. There's a lot of it.
Well, I've got to go, lads. But
yeah, I have to go too, guys. So listen.
What I will say,
why don't you guys finish it off? Just finish it off. I have to go right now. I have an appointment I have to go to. You guys finish it off. Hey, ragazzi, no matter what, Forza Milan. Love to everybody. Love to the Milanisti, to the team. Always and forever with Milan. Guys, finish it off. I will see you guys. Ciao.
Ciao.
Milan, guys. See you for the next game. Let's win the next game. I'm actually positive if you in the next game we go back for sure. Some Napoli Juventus, one of them are gonna need some points. I have that feeling.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.